impact on the vote this year, and not only getting people out to vote. In a few weeks, we're going to have a new president. And I think LeBron James, what he did with his initiative, so using a platform is important, and also taking action and make them vote.
Yeah, just to follow what your mother said, just using that platform. Adam Silver, I think he's doing a great job of giving these athletes that platform and using that stage to, speak out on what they need to, get out. And the NBA players and the professional athletes, you understand that the next generation are looking up to us, and they're fans of us. So it takes change within, to change any type of culture and era that's coming behind us. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be falling in line just like all my other brothers that be doing.
When you have a social justice movement that goes global, like it did in the wake of before Jacob Blake, even with George, when George Floyd was killed, you saw it go not just national, but everywhere. And that tells me that there's a generation now that is not going to tolerate what has been tolerated for centuries. And I think if you're going to be a part of the process, if you're going to be a part of this country or this world, part of the process will become a job. You have an obligation, I think, to try and do the right thing and have other people do the right thing too. And I think that's what we're seeing now.
Monty, real quickly here, we got about 30 seconds. Do you expect the NFL this weekend with their playoff games to do anything in the form of a protest?
I would like to think so, but it's the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the NFL, so I'm not counting on anything. I mean, they talked big in the summer, season started, they kind of ratcheted it down.
No doubt. And shout out to the WNBA as well, because
big time
ladies have been representing in a big time way here. After the break, we'll turn our attention back to basketball and focus in on tonight's big game between the Clippers and the Warriors. Right there, Chase Center. Should be a fun one. Clippers starting everybody. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris Sr. be coming off the bench. It'll be a nice test for the Golden State Warriors. We'll talk more about that coming up.
New Year's resolutions come and go. So give your business more than resolutions. Give it solutions. From Comcast Business. Work more efficiently with fast internet and advanced Wi-Fi. Make your business safer with powerful cybersecurity solutions. And stay productive with 24/7 support. Make this year's resolution better solutions. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get started with a powerful internet and voice solution for just $64.90 a month. Plus, for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Switch today.
Special delivery.
At Domino's, you can now stream thousands of movies for free with any online order, no matter what you order. So you could have stuffed cheesy bread with extra cheesy rom-coms.
It's you.
It's you. It's me.
Or saddle up on the couch for specialty pizza and a Western. Get 30-day access to stream thousands of movies for free on Epix Now with any online order from Domino's.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. For police.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX models.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
This Sportsnet Central update is presented by Atlantis Casino Resort Reno.
I'm Grant Liffin with this SNC update. He's got a trophy case unlike anyone else in sports, and now one of the most beloved players in Raiders history is on the verge of being enshrined in Canton. Former Raiders defensive back Charles Woodson was announced Tuesday as one of 15 finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. A first-time finalist, Woodson was 4th overall pick in the 1998 NFL Draft by the Oakland Raiders. He played 18 seasons for the Raiders and Packers, was a 9-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year, and a Super Bowl champion. Yeah, he was pretty good.
Welcome back to Warriors Pregame Live, presented by Comcast Business. And let's take a look at the Ford starting lineups for the Golden State Warriors. The same five we saw Sunday and Monday. Heck, the last three games for the Warriors. But we want to talk about somebody who's coming off the bench and making a big impact for the Warriors. And that's Eric Paschall, the second-year man out of Villanova. Started the first two games in Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Struggled in the starting lineup, not really knowing his role, not really knowing how to play with Steph and Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins. But now that he's been on the bench, coming off the bench 5 straight games in double figures, and he's taking advantage, Willie, of those backup centers with his quickness, his size, and he's getting buckets for the Warriors off the bench.
No question. And early in the season, the first 2 games, Steve Kerr wasn't sure where to use him. When Draymond came back, do they play together? Does he play the 3 or the 4? And unfortunately, due to Marquise Chris's injury, right now they're using 3 centers with James Wiseman, Kevon Looney, and Eric Paschall. But really, what's really helped Eric Paschall is the offensive matchup he gets. Yes. He's a dynamic offensive player. He can trail the break, much like Draymond, and really attack. Those centers do not want to guard him, and he's just taking it to their bodies, finishing. His efficiency has been off the charts. And he's really been a spark plug off the bench offensively, Darrell.
Yeah, just like you said, Molly, he's been a spark plug. I think he's getting comfortable with his role, knowing that when he gets in the game, look for your shot, take advantage of the mismatches. And the thing that really sticks out the most to me is he's taking his time. He's letting the game come to him. He's not really trying to force things and, go ISO every time. He's just taking advantage of the mismatches when the trail 5 man is guarding him. And then when he gets the ball, he's taking the shot with confidence or he's going hard to the basket. Yeah,
offensively, he has the mismatch. And I think he's such a strong, low center of gravity player. The post-ups doesn't bother him. He can physically get guys off the block, contest. And there's not many post-up centers that we have to deal with anyway. So it really advantages to Eric Paschall. He's done a great job. And I think, as the season wears on, a lot of times when he's trailing that break, he has a lot of space. Yes. Start knocking down a 3-point shot a little bit that he's been working on the offseason.
Yeah, you just got to take him with confidence. I would love to play the 5 now, man. You know what I mean? I
probably would.
Yeah. I've been walking into so many threes. So, yeah, you just got to take him with confidence and continue to, beat his man off the dribble when he gets a chance.
Another example of Draymond coming back, solidifying the starting 5, and then Steve Kerr solidifying his bench and getting a better feel for the rotation.
And now he gets to go at Zubac tonight off the Clippers bench. Serge Ibaka starts for the L.A. Clippers. Nicholas Batum playing the 4. He's found the fountain of youth all of a sudden. He had a nice game last night against the Spurs, but he gets to go at Zubac, a slower center as well. This should be an advantage for Eric Paschall tonight against the Clippers.
It should be an advantage, and when you play small ball, Darrell, you know this, you have to team rebound.
Yes,
right? So that's the biggest factor. Defensive rebound is a big key when you play small.
Yeah, and he has to run that floor hard, man. Run it, be a deer out there. Run that floor hard. Go set hard screens for Steph. Try to get that mismatch for Steph, on a switch. And then he could either roll down, get a post up, or maybe, get the ball up top of the key and do his thing.
Man, I'm trying to think of a regular season game that mattered for the Warriors over the last 3 or 4 years. This is a big one tonight. Probably not since they won 73 as Kawhi Leonard with that mask. That looks like Bane from Dark Knight Rises. Yes. What's going on with Kawhi here? That's a tough matchup for the Golden State Warriors. It'll be a lot of fun tonight. Warriors and Clippers, and let's go down to Chase Center for a little crossover with the guys who are calling tonight's action, Bob Fitzgerald and Glenna Azubuike. And we just saw Kawhi Leonard there on the screen. The Clippers coming with the full arsenal tonight against the Golden State Warriors. Should be a fun one.
Well, you look at the Clippers and the Lakers, and they have the best 2 rosters in the NBA. And so what I want to see is, can you have the great play the Warriors have had on offense and defense carry over against elite teams? And the Clippers twice, this would be a good measuring stick.
Oh, definitely. You said it. The Warriors have been playing incredible the last 2 games. But this Clipper team, really good offensively since that awful loss to the Mavericks there. But I'm curious, Mully and D. Wright. So with Draymond Green, he's talked about how much he's been super vocal, and he's talking, he's trying to lead the guys. So when it comes to being vocal, how much was that stressed on the teams that you guys played for? Because I remember, Mully, you remember Keith Smart, right? Keith Smart would call out guys if they were quiet, if he couldn't hear him. So how much was that stress on the teams you guys played for?
It starts in training camp, and most teams want to get those guys talking because it helps you so much, especially when you're getting tired. It's the 4th quarter, you need guys communicating all the time, so they stress that a lot from day one.
Yeah, Buki and Fitz, offensively, passing helps the flow offensively, right? But defensively, it's communication, right? If I'm guarding the ball, I got to know what's behind me. I got to know which way I'm sending it. That all starts with the communication. And any good defensive coach that I played for, they always talk about ELC, early, loud, and continuous communication.
Yes, sir.
That's Draymond Green.
Yeah, you need that.
Think about the guy who communicates for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley. I mean, he will be chirping on one end. And I think for Steph, Beverley is aware of how hot Curry has been. I don't know that there's a guard that's more physical with Curry in any of his other matchups. And so when he works to get free or works to pass and then come back around, you got to reward him, because against Beverley, that's a long night.
Yeah, and I think this is what we've been talking about with Steph, how he's been physically prepared to deal with guys like Beverley and the double teams and the extra bodies that teams are throwing at him. But Beverley, he loves this challenge.
Oh, for
Obviously,
sure.
They're good friends. Yep. He and Steph are, but he loves getting into Steph's jock, just making sure he locking trails with him and stays on his body. So I think Steph is actually looking forward to the challenge. He's mentally prepared, and this is what we were asking him the other day. Are you looking forward to these types of games when there's going to be a lot of bodies? You got a tough defender in Patrick Beverley. He said no, but he is prepared. This is something he's prepared for. So what are you guys seeing with that matchup? You guys like that one?
Yeah, I like the matchup. This is one of those pesky defenders, one of those guys that, like you said, Boot, is going to be in his jock the whole game. So he just got to run him off a bunch of screens, let him get hit, fatigue him, get him tired. And the thing is, they got about 3 other guys that could guard Steph as well. So he definitely got to just run him off a bunch of screens and keep him off balance.
Yeah, I think 92 points in 67 minutes has woke up the league. So we got the full roster tonight. And as Darrell said, really important to mix up when Steph plays with the basketball, move those screens up high so he has space when he gets off the ball, as many screens as possible, because they're also going to throw Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on him as well. You know that.
Definitely. Got to.
Yeah, Fitz, and then also the others, Kelly Oubre Jr., Andrew Wiggins. Big night for them going against those wings as well. Paul George and, of course, Kawhi Leonard, who's a great defender. What's some of the other X factors here tonight against the Clippers?
Well, I think the big X factor is that James Wiseman now sees Serge Ibaka and Ivica Zubac. Is that every game is a brand new chapter for the wonders of Wiseman. Serge Ibaka is no joke, because he can hit threes, he's athletic, and then Zubac is huge. So for Wiseman at 19, he's got a different matchup every single game.
Different look with those two guys. He's going to be tested, but they've been learning, they've been teaching him up. And then I'm also thinking about the fact that this is the second best three-point shooting team in the league.
Yep.
So we've talked about the communication. The Warriors are going to have to be on their job, making sure they're getting out on those shooters and closing out to the shooters, making sure they're talking weak side help, firing back out, clog the paint up, fire back out. So there's a lot on their plate on the defensive side for the Warriors tonight.
First of 2 monster games between the Warriors and the Clippers at Chase Center. Guys, have a great call.
All right, we appreciate it. And if you think about how well the Warriors have played the last 2, now here's the Clippers for 2 and a stretch that will finish with the Lakers on MLK Day. I don't know that 7 games in is a big barometer, but I'm anxious to see how they take this test over the next 2 against LA.
Well, the Warriors should be feeling themselves. They played really good the last 2 games. They're clicking on both sides of the floor. They're going to need it defensively tonight, because this is a really good offensive team, especially since that terrible Mavs loss. They got something to prove as a team, the Clippers do, so the Warriors have to be working defensively.
Now, we'll state the absolute obvious here. With Draymond Green, the Warriors are a lot better because he helps you offensively, defensively, leadership. I think the emotional heartbeat, everything Draymond brings to the table has been on display.
This team has been re-energized since Draymond Green got back. His leadership has been on display. He's waving guys through all over the place passionately. Offensively, the IQ, you can give it to him. You can initiate your offense through him. He makes sure that everybody is on the same page defensively, and he leads by example. Communication, he's vocal, he's blowing kisses to his family. He's doing all for this team.
Don't worry about Draymond's numbers. It's just all about the wins. But when you think of numbers, look at Paul George and Steph Curry. I mean, there is an elite level of play that they're both reaching. This may be the best Paul George has ever shot the ball. He's been fantastic.
He has been. Steph's been Steph. He's on an uptrend, getting back to the numbers that we're used to seeing him generate. And then Paul George, I've always loved watching him play. Been one of my favorite players to watch just because how smooth he is and how versatile he is. He's got something to prove too now. Everybody saw what happened in the bubble.
Well, I think also the wonders of Wiseman. Every single game is a different chapter for this 19-year-old. And what I love is the different matchups that challenge him. Serge Ibaka and Ivica Zubac will do that tonight. He shows us something he can do with the skill set each and every game. Whether it's blocking shots, hitting threes, running the floor, watching the Warrior big man develop. It's been a lot of fun. Bonte, Mully, D. Wright are coming right back.
Visit Twin Pine Casino and Hotel for the Cold Hard Cash giveaway. With cash drawings every Saturday in January. Play your favorite games and you could win a whole lot of cash. Only at Twin Pine Casino and Hotel. Play fun, feel safe.
Pick up like a pro. Just order on the Subway app, and it's ready to go with contactless curbside. Turkey sub and a hot tub. Now get 15% off any footlong when you order in the app.
It's hard work building a successful business. So make sure your payments platform is working just as hard. Adyen opens the door to innovative ways to pay, enhanced customer experiences, and new business opportunities so you can focus on what you do best, growing your business. Stay a step ahead with the payments platform that adapts.
Right there, kneeling due to the events at Capitol Hill today. Nice gesture there. Some quick keys to the game here as we get ready for tip-off.
I think getting off to a great start, defending those guys, making it hard on Lou Will, PG, Kawhi, making them guys take tough shots. They do make tough shots, don't get down, and run in transition when you get stopped, and gain rebound, like Mully said.
Yeah, both those guys, Kawhi and PG, can make tough shots. Keep off the free throw line. Don't give them easy transition buckets on the defensive end. Offensively, I think if Pat Bev is pushing up on Steph Curry in the backcourt, set that screen early. Let's put him in the rearview mirror and have a good balance between Steph's on-ball screens, and when he gives that ball up, make sure you're headhunting, right? And the other thing, too, play with some pace. This is a back-to-back for the Clippers. You're well-rested on good momentum. Push that pace.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What about those other guys? Oubre, Wiggins, and Wiseman. Big game for those three here as they get ready to get their first taste of the L.A. Clippers here in the 2020-2021 season. Tip-off coming up next. We'll be back at halftime. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Next July, experience an Olympics unlike any other.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. Four fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them. Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX models.
Would you rather eat in the car or eat at the dinner table at home?
Rather eat in the car.
You can turn on some tunes, dancing, eating. You know how weird we'd look if we did this at the kitchen table?
Sonic Wacky Pack.
Right now, we just having a good time.
As a young man in foster care, I didn't always make the best decisions. I spent almost 9 years in and out of the prison system. Companies really didn't want to take a chance on someone with a history like mine. But I knew construction inside and out. And within 3 to 4 days of searching on Indeed, I was offered the job. I was completely open about where I've been, and they still gave me an opportunity to prove to them that I can make something of myself.
S&G Carpet has offered affordable quality since 1948, growing into one of the largest and best family-owned flooring companies in America, with showrooms featuring Northern California's largest selection.
Still believe, we still believe.
The 7-game homestand for the Golden State Warriors, working on back-to-back wins over Portland and Sacramento, and 2 straight now coming up against the LA Clippers. And Colette, I'd say the 2 best teams in LA by consensus are also the 2 best teams in the NBA. The Lakers and Clippers, if you look down the rosters, these are title contenders, and that's where the measuring stick goes for the Warriors tonight.
True. The Warriors have been playing incredible. Those last 2 games you mentioned, locked in on both sides of the floor, bringing the appropriate energy and force. And they're going to need it tonight because you said it. This is a talented team that's looking for redemption. And the Clippers, they lost to the Spurs last night coming off of that one. And they are a really good three-point shooting team, second in the league there. They've been the best offensive team since that terrible game against the Mavericks where they lost by 51. So again, defensively for the Warriors, communication, know where the shooters are, contest shots. Got to bring that same energy.
And for James Wiseman, Serge Ibaka, and then Ivica Zubac, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard are both playing. That shows respect for the Warriors on the back end of a back-to-back for the Clippers.
And Fitz, you like that Patrick Beverly-Steph matchup.
That's the one, man. Patrick Beverly is an elite defender,
physical,
and really physical. So Nicholas Batum opens up on Draymond, and Stephen Oubre with Wiggins, Draymond, Wiseman, and the layup missed as Curry couldn't quite put it in there. Beverly with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, and Nick Batum, who was waived by Charlotte and signed to the veteran minimum by the Clippers.
It's been a solid pickup for them.
Marcus Morris has yet to play this year, so Batum has been playing. Kawhi Leonard missing on that runner and tipped a couple times, and finally out to Oubre. You see Kawhi Leonard with the mask. He had 8 stitches on Christmas. Sean Wright, Nick Booker, and Leroy Richardson blowing the whistles. Draymond cut back door, and Paul George was ready and then knocked it off of Draymond.
That was the Warrior patented split action. He threw it in the post, get a little split action. There's Coach Lou there.
He was the assistant to Doc Rivers. Doc moves on. Then Tyronn Lue, and obviously the Warriors saw him in the finals with Cleveland.
The one thing with this Clipper team, they've been really good offensively, but defensively still under par when you look at their personnel and the length and the athleticism. They should be much better.
Paul George on the skip pass. Batum out of the corner. And Wiseman the easy rebound. So the Clippers, they want to half-court you and move it around. The Warriors want to get up and down, and the Clippers are not defended in the open floor all that well. Half-court, once they get set, they're amazing. Wiseman curling that out.
It's not an easy shot there from the short corner, but he's got that touch in his game.
Patrick Beverly is at 53% on threes. Just an amazing kind of year to begin, and he hits the runner to open the scoring. Beverly played overseas, Kalena, in Russia and Greece, and then has found his home here in the NBA.
He's well-traveled, scrappy, competitor on both sides.
Shot clock at 7. Oubre, the catch-and-shoot three rather than trying to create it himself is an issue, but he made 4 out of 6 against Sacramento.
They can get a better look than that.
Eye on Draymond. He likes that mid-range jumper, but Draymond knew he was going to go up with it. Kawhi had 30 last night, flat on that three. Oubre the rebound. Andrew Wiggins walks into a three. We'll see Ibaka and Wiseman. That's going to be an interesting center matchup.
We'd love to see Wiggins show and go there. Defenders closing out to him.
PG-13 leaves it short. So it's either great defense or neither team can shoot the ball early.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the shot selection for the Warriors. Like, those are some shots they can make, but I think they're still settling there with those last 2 threes they just took. And that last one, Andrew Wiggins in transition, show and go. It's wide open for you. Probably could have got all the way to the rim.
Wiggins guarded by Kawhi. Paul George is taking Oubre. Steph drawing all the defense, finding Wiseman, tipping a couple times. He actually overthrew that lob.
Great look, though. 2 defenders, one with Steph. Got Kawhi with Steph on the backside. Be ready to help.
Wiseman dropped down. Draymond was directing traffic there. And Steph did a good job on Kawhi. Knocked that away.
Active hands for Steph. He's just going to bully me down here. I'm going to use the tools that I got. I'm going to use my strength, which is my quick hands, my quickness in general.
Paul George has been shooting it so well, but missing the three. So in the early going, Warriors 0 for 5, Clippers 1 for 6.
Wiseman.
The 2 lobs have been inaccurate.
He was open for a while. They just saw him late.
Batum got there, but that one was too low. Steph's lob was too high. They need one that's just right. Draymond fouling Batum.
Kind of a weird start for both teams.
It really is. You know, we've seen Sean Wright and Leroy Richardson. Officials are not traveling as much or staying in various cities and doing multiple games. That's kind of good.
Makes sense.
That's an offensive foul. Oubre got kind of the little chicken wing from Paul George.
And he finally hair whipped on him. That's what you love it. I was waiting for that. And it should come with a good defensive play. Just moving his feet, kind of hair whipped on the way back, and then watch him point the other way. You see the hair whip just out here hair whipping on these dudes early.
Kelly Oubre is more than a willing defender and always plays with great energy. You said this half-court defense for the Clippers, amazing. Wiggins missing the wing jumper. So even from the elbow, the Warriors unable to take the donut off the scoreboard. They're 4 minutes in. Ibaka up and under. Batum his own rebound, and then he will draw the foul. I mean, I guess if you're not going to score for 4 minutes, you can live with 2-0.
Yeah, well, they moved it well there, and Batum was able to shot fake, get the Warriors up in the air, and draw the foul. But they'll throw a lot at you on this side of the floor offensively again. The best team in the league since that terrible game against the Mavs. Ty Lue knows exactly what he wants to do. You got Paul George out there who's been great. When he's not on the floor, though, they've struggled. There's a big drop-off when Paul George is not on the floor. But obviously you got Kawhi out there.
You're being nice with terrible. When you're down 77-27 at halftime, the first 50-point halftime deficit ever in NBA history.
Wild.
They lost that game by 51 to the Mavericks. Free throws made. and Beverly. Wiseman got through it, found an open shooter. Catch and shoot Oubre is short. So the Clippers, they know who they want to shoot the ball because Steph has only attempted that one layup. Ibaka missing the three. Draymond, what a smart rebound out to Curry.
I think it's something going to the basket here. The contested threes probably aren't the best way to start the game.
Heisman wing jumper. There's the Warriors' first bucket.
See the reverse pivot. He's been working on the footwork. And he likes that jab step jumper.
So, ugly shooting to begin for two very good offensive teams. At least recent Warrior offense. Patrick Beverly, as I said, 53% on threes, and the Warriors fortunate there. Great, good catch. Beautiful fit.
Nice. A little hesitation. The fact that he didn't really catch the ball all the way cleanly, actually worked to his advantage. Used that kind of as a hesitation and just exploded to the rim. It's got the athleticism. That's what I want to see. Them getting to the basket. It's all knotted up at 4. Kind of a weird start. Let's see if both teams can get going here, and getting downhill is a good idea for the Warriors.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store. Or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. Get KFC tonight with free delivery.
First play of lunch. Oh, I gotta see that again. He's looking at not 1, not 2, not 3, but 19 grams of protein per can in chunky chicken noodle. That'll fill him up. Campbell's Chunky. Soup that eats like a meal. Sports fans are gearing up at NBAStore.com, the official store of the NBA. And the largest assortment of NBA fan gear anywhere, with unique, one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics. And authentic fan gear, the latest styles. For every NBA team and all the players you love. Don't wait, shop now and get today's special offer. NBAStore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Wouldn't it be nice to drive the most trusted brand in California? Take a test drive at your local dealer today. And by Xfinity Mobile. You can save hundreds on the most reliable network nationwide. Your wireless, your rules. Only with Xfinity Mobile.
If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed anything. Because the Warriors are 2 of 10 and the Clippers are 1 of 10. But it makes it 4-4 midway through the first. Paul George with that whip pass to Batum. Nicholas Batum was an elite player for Portland, got a big contract in Charlotte, played reasonably, and then the last couple of years fell off. When he exercised his option for $27 million this year, and they waived him. And so the Clippers got essentially a freebie. Wiseman, Ibaka and friends are thinking, wait a minute, This guy can hit that.
Yeah, that mid-range jumper is working. He's knocking that down. That's going to open up the rest of this game. May see a show and go soon.
It's a big challenge for Andrew Wiggins dealing with Kawhi. Beverly finding Batum again. Good closeout by Draymond. And then Ibaka, good hands. Serge Ibaka stepping through, and they don't get the fingernail foul and flip that in.
It's just a veteran taking his time, not getting frantic down there amongst trees. Shot fake, pivot game, all of that. Draymond had a lot on his plate on that possession because he was clogging it up, then having to close out, then help the helper, help and recover. That was a tough possession, but he's willing to do it.
Serge Ibaka was born in the Congo. He played for the Spanish national team in the Olympics. All those great years with Oklahoma City, the championship with the year with Toronto, and then he had Marc Gasol signed with the Lakers. Ibaka come to the Clippers, both leaving Toronto. Steph cutting without the ball, didn't quite handle it cleanly. Shot clock at 9. Ibaka's got him pinned. All the attention's on Curry, as you might expect. And Kelly Oubre, they're just very smartly letting all other Warriors not named Steph shoot the ball.
The shot clock was running down there, too.
Oubre on the other end has done a good job on Paul George so far. Ibaka missing. Big rebound with Wiggins coming out of the pack. Draymond, you notice, is tipping rebounds to teammates right now.
He got over there and made Ibaka shoot that weird, awkward floater.
Kelly attacking, Wiseman inside, but an interior pass stolen, and here comes the claw. Kawhi Leonard just kind of easily to his spot. He's not ever missing that. His mid-range shot and that pull-up is ridiculously effective.
Yeah, there was some indecision there on who's taking him in transition, and Wiseman didn't pick him up until late.
Well, the graphic we showed about pace, the Clippers have succeeded in slowing this game down. They have the Warriors going half-court to half-court. There's been nothing in transition.
You got to be intentional about getting that pace up. There's the last 2 games, especially, we've seen Draymond get rebounds and just fire it up the court, sprint up the court with the ball. They may need that after defensive rebounds, try to force some turnovers, which would be tough because this team does take care of the ball.
So Kevon Looney in, Kent Bazemore in, Lou Williams handling, along with Ivica Zubac. Going to take a run at Looney here with the shot clock at 7. Kick out to Batum. Wow, Nick Batum. What? A little Steve Nash. Yeah.
1-foot jumper floater.
This was off to a nice beginning. Bazemore had the right idea. You just see how good in the half court, whether it's Kawhi, whether it's Paul George, the length of Batum, who's 6'9". We just saw Ibaka sit down, Patrick Beverly. Defensively, these guys are elite. The one guy you can attack right now is Lou Williams, and he's guarding Bazemore.
Yeah, you're right, they're elite in this game. It's funny, on the season, they're ranked 22nd defensively, but half court, they have the potential to be a great team, as they just fell asleep there and let Steph get back door.
Well, you know what the thing is? You can't almost look at their season rankings because they've had phenomenal
really
games.
bad ones.
Yeah, the bad ones in a 7-game stretch just skew all the averages.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at their personnel and going, this should be an amazing defense, exactly, athletically too.
Why? Misfiring there, and what a rebound by Oubre. All in all, the Warriors have no flow offensively, and yet they're only down 6. And the Clippers have just strangled this game where everything is running in mud in the half court.
The spacing hasn't been great for the Warriors.
They put Kawhi on Steph. Think about that. Steph still springs free. But every shot has been so well contested. Looney, the offensive board. Draymond didn't want the open 3. Oubre's going to keep firing, and that may not be a good idea.
Yeah, the shot selection, again, that hasn't been the best for the Warriors. You got to be more intentional about moving that thing, setting screens.
Draymond stopping that lob. He is down, and you hope he's all right as Bazemore missed the buckets against the Clippers are few and far between, but he hustled all the way back. Missed the layup, but then blocked the shot. Steph looking for anything in transition, and Looney just keeps giving the Warriors extra opportunities. It's a clankathon in terms of shooting. And then Kawhi with the block. Oubre tracking it down. No reset of the shot clock. And Kelly taking it inside. This is About as ugly as it gets. 4 of 19 for the Warriors and 5 of 18 for the Clippers. Some of it is phenomenal defense, for sure, and some of it is really bad shot selection and or not making shots. Now, the Clippers last night, they got down 24 to the Spurs.
They've been down 20 points in all their games, down or up in all of their games.
It's only a 6-point game right now in a first quarter that we haven't really needed to see the first 10 minutes, to be honest.
Everyday security. Bankers here to help. For wherever you want to go. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
You never know when winter's going to rear its icy head. So make sure you're ready. With enough all-wheel drive fueled courage to bravely go where others just won't. Head into your local Kia dealer today and check out all your favorite cold-conquering models.
Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about. Like our Super Reward Checking. It's free checking with a high interest rate. And you can use any ATM, anywhere, at no charge. Super Reward Checking from Provident Credit Union.
T-Mobile is upgrading its network at a record pace. We were the first to bring 5G nationwide. And now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we're turning up the speed. Upgrading over 1,000 towers a month with ultra-capacity 5G to bring speeds as fast as Wi-Fi to cities and towns across America. And we're adding more every week. Coverage and speed. Who says you can't have it all?
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your Farmer's Policy Perk new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That is something else.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
There's only one original stuffed crust, and it's only from Pizza Hut. The only place that gives you up to 3 toppings on your original stuffed crust for just $11.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
For the sweaty faces and the hidden smiles, the foggy glasses and the muffled laughs, a simple piece of fabric makes a big statement. I care. Wear a mask. Let's all do our part to slow the spread.
You can sign up tonight for the Dove Club. Your chance to receive early access to Warrior tickets as they become available, courtesy of Kaiser Permanente. Access to limited season tickets at Chase Center, all at 888 GSW Hoop. 14-8, ugly shooting, but the Clippers up 6. And Glenn Azabuki mentioned it with our T-Mobile Coast to Coast. The Clippers have either led or trailed by 20 in every game they've played. It's crazy. The Lakers and Sixers are kind of announcing their presence. In this stretch, Clippers twice, a little Toronto, Indiana, Denver, Phoenix, and then finish with the Lakers on MLK Day. This stretch for the Warriors is going to tell you a lot about this team.
Warriors need something good here. Sell yourself down, Steve for a special after timeout.
Well, there is a Steve for a special. Looney had shuffled the feet, but that was because Zubac pushed him, so committed the foul.
And you saw all the attention Steph draws anytime Steph comes off of an exchange. Look at Looney set the screen for Steph, and Zubac stays with Steph for a little bit. Just that length down there. Looney's trying to figure out, do I go up now? Do I go up now? Shot fake, shot fake. What do I do?
Michael Mulder is in. He made all 4 threes the other night. Pascal missing the 3. So for the Warriors, very 3 happy, 0 for 9. Luke Kennard, who was acquired in the Landry Shaman trade, coming over for the Pistons. That one tipped up and in. We'll give it to Zubac, but Bazemore got a good piece of it.
You saw Kennard coming. They got a ton of shooters on this team.
Behind the back to Looney. And Pascal, don't shoot that, go dunk that.
He did it. Pull-ups on the rim. But again, Steph. 2 defenders start with Steph. What was Steph? That's where the problem started for the Clips.
Pascal, 5 straight double-figure scoring games off the bench. one. Kennard off the line. Catch and shoot three, and then finally you're having people make them. That's that Marcus Morris Sr., his first game, dropping in the three. He's acquired from the Knicks last year, mid-season. Just a simple pass to Mulders. He's 4 of 4 the other night on three, and that is a found money. The Warriors need Mulder to be that instant offense, and as poorly as this quarter has gone, being down 6, still feels reasonable.
That was probably the best rhythm three they've taken. The defender went under the screen, stepped right into it.
Lou Williams lost his tag team partner Montrezl Harrell. He's got a foul as that three was missed. And Zubac's knocked over Looney. So Clippers are over the limit, so that'll be free throws.
That's great. Let's see if we can end this quarter strong. It wasn't a great quarter by any stretch of the imagination for the Warriors, especially on the offensive side. They're still only down 6.
Going to end their streak of 30-point quarters. They've been on an absolute roll offensively. Like you said, it's kind of a mixed bag. You credit the Clipper defense, and then the Warriors' shot selection was very sketchy in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's what happens after a game like last game where you're shooting a 3-ball incredible. Yep. You don't want to get fooled by that. You were getting good shots off a good ball movement, drawing kicks, all of that.
Headstrong with the NBC Sports promoting mental health and men's health. Check out the latest feature on how sleep studies have benefited pro athletes like our friend Andre Iguodala at NBCSportsBay.com/Headstrong. Bay Area Chevy dealers bringing you that, but no, all the sleep studies they've done with the NBA, that's why these consecutive games where teams don't have to travel. You know, Glenna arriving at 3 in the morning all the time, just terrible for you.
Yeah, I need my sleep. But just if I'm low on sleep, I'm just going to be rubbish out there.
The Harvard study, back when they did 4 games in 5 nights, they said your awareness was similar to an impaired driver. and also injuries were just piled up in those 4 games in 5 nights. Those were terrible.
That's wild. Zone look here for the Warriors.
7-second game shot clock difference winding down this first quarter. Morris off the line. Good second contest. He made it anyway. So Marcus Morris comes off the bench and hits 2 big jumpers. And Tyronn Lue saying, good. I've been waiting on that. He's been out. Haskell again. Took a little body bump. That was good defense, though. And so, for the Warriors, let's forget that first quarter. For both teams, 21-15, but 25% shooting for the Dubs, and the Clips not much better at 34%. Going to see a lot of the Clippers over these next 2 games, and the Warriors elevate their play.
You never know when winter's going to rear its icy head. But with enough all-wheel drive fueled courage, you can bravely go where others just won't. Head into your local Kia dealer today and check out all your favorite cold conquering models.
Design isn't just for designers. It's for everyone.
With thousands of corporate partners and millions of donors and volunteers, United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community.
Indy, Denver. Oh, by the way, Phoenix looks like an elite team in the West. And then the Lakers. The next 7, after the first 7, woo, you're going to find out a lot about this team.
Oh, yeah, I like it, though. Toronto's still trying to find themselves. I do like the Pacers with Victor Oladipo. Sad to see T.J. Warren go down. Denver Nuggets was kind of disappointed the way Jamal Murray started, but he's coming. Nikola Jokic is a problem. It's going to be tough.
Morris has been a problem. Hadn't played a game all year, and he's hit 3. You know, in a Knicks uniform, he was fantastic in this building.
Oh, yeah.
He really liked the Chase Center. So Damian Lee, Red Wanamaker, playing with Wiggins, Pascal, and Mulder. And that is how you attack inside. Wiggins flipping it up and in and drawing the foul.
We've been calling for them to get to the basket. High pick and roll, attacking Zubats. Look how far Zubats is playing off of that pick and roll when Pascal sets that screen. We talked about Andrew Wiggins' downhill game. Side steps, Euro steps, all in his repertoire.
Well, he is the barometer player for the Warriors. And you talk about averages. When he has 21, they win. In the losses, he has 13, and the Warriors lose. And
I have liked his mentality when Steph's gone out of the game.
Yep.
Again, this is another area where he's improved. But yeah, Steph's not in the game right now, and he's staying aggressive from the jump of this quarter.
Now, I think the Warriors may have averted disaster, because if the Clippers were really rolling and the Warriors defended, which is why they weren't, they could have been down 18 points in that first game.
Yeah, Clippers aren't setting records offensively either. Not running away with this one.
Good defense. Ibaka got it back. Shot clock down to 3. Reggie Jackson driving. Reggie Jackson flipping it up and in. I mean, they're just so deep. I mean, how many teams are bringing Kennard and Morris, Lou Williams, Reggie Jackson off the bench? I mean, the Clippers are built to be a title contender. Mulder missing that 3 after making his first. Luke Kennard running the floor. And then he was fouled and it was goaltended. Once it hits the backboard, you can't touch it.
He took off after the contested the 3 ball and just running the floor, held his defender off, almost sealed like a big man. And he was running. And Mulder tried to get over there. It's clearly a foul on Mulder on the arm, and then Damian Lee just came super late.
Well, this will be a trade we talk about down the road. As Detroit got Sadiq Bey, Brooklyn got Landry Shamet, and then the Clippers got Luke Kennard, and then they paid Kennard.
They did.
He's getting a deal that up to $64 million.
He was a fan favorite in Detroit. Those Detroit fans were sad to see him go.
2 years at Duke. Wiggins being held off the ball. It's a foul on the Clippers.
Trying to get this screening action going. Down screens for Wiggins. Trying to get him catching on the move. Make sure he stays aggressive, stay in attack mode.
Well, for the Clippers and Tyronn Lue, we just saw there briefly, and they have slowed down the Warriors completely. There's been no transition game or flow in this game so far. Damian Lee missing. Pascal inside, flipping it up and in and drawing the foul.
Just wanted it more. I like that from Pascal. Figure out how you can get into the game. Put your hand on the ball. You go get it. They don't got to run a play for you. There's the contested 3 again from Damian Lee, and no one really boxes Eric Pascal out. Just a beast down there. Look at Morris going, wait, are you supposed to box him out? Why did you not box him out?
And Pascal is such a good kid. You know, he's like undersized center. Who are you calling undersized?
He loves that role.
Yes, he does.
Coach Kerr talked about that. Marquise Chris's injury kind of clarified his role. He's embraced it.
Williams, beautiful pass inside, and Ibaka finishing it. Montrezl Harrell went to the Lakers, and so Lou Williams needs like a drag screen roll partner. Ibaka handling that one. Wanamaker, open jumper. He's been cold lately, but Pascal apparently just going to rebound everything. You just shoot it and miss. I'll just get every rebound and lay it in.
They're just not going to put a body on it. They're saying, I'll take every offensive rebound I can get.
Jackson kick it out to Morris. Jamie Lee knows he's hit 3 jumpers. Morris going to walk him into the block and lose the ball. It's deflected and kicked, and the Warriors come up with a steal. So down 7 and shooting only 30%. Wiggins, attack, and then rise.
Morris just ran away from him, ran away from the ball, and the next defender is way too far away. Andrew Wiggins just takes advantage.
The second unit has shown glimpses the last couple games. How pretty was that? And then Morris is the shooter. Ibaka inside, and he's playing the Pascal ball. Look at that offensive rebound.
Apparently no one's going to box out tonight.
Pascal, one more time to lay it up and out. His easiest shot of the night. But see, any tempo favors the guys in blue. The first thing the Clippers do is come in the half court and slow it down. Reggie Jackson missing, and nice rebound by Mulder in traffic. Pascal, Ibaka sags off him. He's shooting 60% on twos.
Those 2-point jumpers, those mid-range jumpers, he loves those. And guys, that's the thing. Bigs are going to gap him to compensate for that quickness that he has. And if he is proficient shooting that mid-range jumper 15, 17 feet, he is an absolute problem for most bigs in the league. Warriors are still down by 5. Weird game, but they're coming.
Do we really need a sign to live, laugh, and love?
Yes.
The answer is no. I can help new homeowners not become their parents.
Kiana.
Nope.
Chloe Noah.
No. Joaquin. No. It just takes practice. Give it a shot. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's a constant battle. We're going to open a PDF. Who's next?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
No fussin', no cussin', and no
Among the sheltering pines, wait for me. Far away from everything is where I wanna be.
Discover new lines in the stylish Toyota Highlander and 35 mpg Highlander Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
When Dr. Fries go off the menu, he can't escape the craving.
You don't consume me! I consume
you! It's hard work building a successful business. So make sure your payments platform is working just as hard. Adyen opens the door to innovative ways to pay, enhanced customer experiences, and new business opportunities, so you can focus on what you do best, growing your business. Stay a step ahead with the payments platform that adapts and evolves with you. Adyen. Business, not boundaries.
Meet football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
We all know making it in the Bay can be hard, but for some it's even more difficult because of the color of their skin, which is why we're featuring the determination and success of Black-owned businesses in our own communities.
It was a dream come true until we saw the line around the block and scared us.
It's a good way for us to kind of capture this moment.
You put these characters together, they read love.
It's our job now to say we can do it and we can do it just as good.
To watch these stories, just visit NBCBayArea.com/makingitinthe-Bay.
Clipper lead at 5, and Coletta, when this guy grabs the rebound, what do you call him when he does that? Pascanimal. Well, the Pascanimal part of our Taco Bell take. I mentioned 5 straight games scoring in double figures. He already has 9 tonight, 1 away from making it 6. And, that field goal percentage, really good.
Incredible. Look at the bottom, though, season on 2-point jumpers. 3rd best in the league. He has embraced that role. The Warriors love him, his teammates love him, coaching staff loves him. He's going to hold his own on this end, usually with this. Bernard, Amy Lee.
kind of an excuse me foul there. And Luke Kennard with an opportunity for a three-point play.
Kennard is not just a shooter, and he moves well without the ball, and he can read defenses really well. If you're on his back, if you fight over his screen, lock and trail, he'll get you on his back, shot fake, knowing that you want to contest his jumper, whatever he's going to shoot, and then just get his rhythm. He's got floaters, not a bad finisher. Really good all-around game.
Wanamaker, Wiggins, Damian Lee playing with Pascal and Mulder. Wiggins finding Damian, ball moving around nicely, shot clock at 7, and Mulder is fouled. And it's good, though.
And
on this end, make Kennard play defense.
Yeah, well, that's good, though. They got a lot of movement into the primary ball screen action just to see if they get some separation before it. And then you go draw and kick. And that's the thing, when you move it that much, you go that many drawn kicks, usually someone will stop working and you can draw a foul.
Damian Lee stepping into a three. Now, Damian had been at 50% on threes, has had Mulder on the season. Reggie Jackson. You know, the Warriors, when you're just stuck in mud offensively, they are grinding defensively. You don't want to give the Clippers any separation. Nice kick out to Wanamaker, and that is all Wiggins creating right there.
He's made some great passes, some acute passes where you don't really expect him to see that. His teammate's in a weird angle to get it to him, but he's able to flip it over there.
Can you defend Lou Williams without fouling? That's always the question. Paul George taking it inside. Wanamaker nearly at the strip. Good hands by George. Reggie Jackson. Skip pass to George. Damian Lee's right there. This is a great sequence of defense. And then George hits the three. You can't defend any better than that, and a good offense beats good defense at this level.
That's just talent. I was going to say, they've done a great job on Paul George up until then.
Wiggins off back iron. For this second unit, it's pretty connected on a string defensively. It just shows how good the Clippers are.
That was Paul George's first shot. Hey.
Williams and Reggie Jackson playing together here. High screen roll with Ibaka.
Nice finish on the other side.
So this becomes the Clippers' biggest lead.
Reggie Jackson's got a nice rhythm to his game right now. He's got a lot of game off those pick and rolls. He's usually looking to score. He wants to keep it. Doesn't like the pocket pass or anything.
Wiggins with the shot blocker, Ibaka. Wanamaker passing it back to Pascal. Shot clock at 5. We'll talk about that. That's just so money for him.
Just post him up at the free throw line. He's built a home there. Super comfortable.
Well, everybody, will Pascal ever learn to shoot the three? I don't care if he ever makes a three. If I made guys shooting 60% on twos, on jumpers, I'll take it. Clock at 5. Reggie Jackson going to call his own number. Oh, man, he said a collision underneath the basket. Going to be a foul on the clock now. Damian Lee took the punishment.
It's good, though. Just find someone and check him. Put a body on him. Defensive rebound. You have a great defensive possession, and you sell out. Look at him. He's already trying to box him out from that. That was smart, though. I see you, Damian Lee. I see what you did there. A little tug of the jersey. Nothing wrong with it. If you can get away with it. You know, he's learning the veteran tricks of the trade. He's got a big man. He's trying to box out. Ibaka's trying to put him in the basket. Just a little tug on the jersey. Fall over, you know. Just embellishment. I'm good. He's getting the free throws. I like it.
When's the last time you watched Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy?
It's been a minute.
Okay. Well, near the end of the movie, on that move, sell, Winthorpe, sell. sometimes you got to make it obvious. You need to be a little clever.
But what he did is rare in this league. A lot of people just aren't boxing out, period, in this league. And he started boxing out almost from the three-point line. He saw Ibaka was going to try to crash out from the court. He's got a bigger man on him. And sometimes you got to, reach up your sleeve and pull out a little trick.
So Steph back in. Draymond and Pascal will play with Wanamaker and Damian Lee. So Steve Kerr going with 2 point guards here. And this is probably to play Steph off the ball a little bit. Free throws 1 out of 2 for D. Lee. Patrick Beverly back in, as is Kawhi, playing with Paul George, Ibaka, and Luke Kennard. Kawhi give it up. Shot clock at 10. Paul Paul George sees Pascal. Baca from deep, and that's an air ball. That's how well the Warrior defense is playing. They are forcing tougher shots. But can they get on track here? Damian Lee wing three. He just needed that one free throw to go through.
It wasn't terrible defense either. His defender was helping off just a little bit, but just fired over to him real quick, and he was locked in, ready to shoot.
He will be spilled, and Draymond will pick up the foul.
Kawhi just takes his time. There's a lot of times on offense where he's just not going full speed, it looks like, but he's just so strong, and he's able to sidestep, bring the ball up over the top. Draymond Green was there, but just understands how to draw a foul. The masked man.
4-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. The claw
and the best laugh in the world.
He drops in the free throw. Tonight's item of the game is the 20% off of Warriors Stephen Curry short sleeve classic edition t-shirt. You score 62 when you wear it. The offer available for a limited time at IOTG20. Item of the game 20 is the code at checkout. Shop.warriors.com. Wide dropping in both free throws. So sitting at an 8-point game. Clippers have completely controlled the tempo. Warriors shooting hasn't been there, but trying to find a little rhythm. Pascal's been amazing. And right on cue, he now has his 6th consecutive game of double figures.
See him take his time. First it was the movement without the ball, but then he got down there. Shot fake, explode up.
Draymond Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi's done that twice. Matched up against each other. Draymond was shoved down. They're going to call a foul on Wanamaker as Paul George shoved Draymond to the ground. This is an interesting one.
It's a weird one. That's not a good call.
Well, what they're saying is that Wanamaker shoved George into Draymond.
There was absolutely nothing there. I don't really know what they saw. You see Draymond fall down and Wanamaker just held him.
Now Steph is really frustrated because as much as Beverly pushes, grabs, pulls, and pushes, when Beverly is 45 feet from the basket, Steph doesn't want to be called for a foul on him. And that's going to be free throws. Pretty clever by Beverly.
See, this flopping stuff is just so weak. How is a flop? I mean, that's to me, that's just cheating. You're trying to get over on the officials. You're trying to get to the free throw line and make them think you got fouled when you did it. It's cheating. Well, I hate it so much. Maybe it's because I never had the flop gene in my game where I could just flail and it was just a reaction for like some of these guys. But I hate it so much.
Well, 45 feet away from the basket, not going towards the basket without the ball. Wow. Free throws made. Wanamaker headed the other way. Warriors have missed more layups in this first half, and this time fouled as he got his own rebound. You've had 2 lobs to Wiseman that could and should have been dunks. You had a Pascal missed layup, a Wanamaker missed layup, a Steph missed layup. And you're down only 8. I mean, that's a good sign because you've left a ton of points just laying there.
Well, look at the Clippers percentages on the other side aren't great either, so they're not running away with it. But yeah, they just continue to play.
Yeah, you brought up a great point. I mean, that's the key. Is right now you feel like, man, the Warriors can play so much better, and yet they're D'ing up on the other end, so the Clippers aren't running away from them.
Right,
that's a good sign. It's a tough cover for Pascal. Trying to deal with Kawhi Leonard. Moved his feet nicely. Kawhi going to size up the second-year player again. Pascal moved again and made him give up the ball. Batum missing that 3. How about Pascal that trip?
Perfect.
Step push ahead. Batum, good hustle, saved the layup. And the Warriors, that's going to be a backcourt out-of-bounds violation.
Listen, I'm going to step up to this challenge. Not be scared is what Eric Pascal is saying against Kawhi Leonard. Moves his feet, good lateral quickness, stayed down, didn't foul. Draymond makes it look crowded, fires out to the shooter. That's a perfect defense possession.
Hard inside. Damian Lee didn't let him go up easily.
And he stayed down.
And then Draymond read it. He knew Batum would be cutting, and he knocked it away.
Hey, we're good with the defense. Just this side of the floor.
Down 6, the hook pass to Pascal, and he'll get himself to the line.
Steph Curry drawing crowds. Everybody's focused on him, but he is Mr. Unselfish. And he's got vision. And he loves getting his teammates involved, setting his teammates up for easy buckets. And at times, Pascal is the one rolling to the basket. He's the beneficiary.
Also, too, if you look at the score now with Pascal making it 5 with another free throw coming, did you think if Steph had a 2-point half that the Warriors would be in the game against the Clippers?
Crazy, right? But that's the thing with this team. Everybody else has been staying aggressive, ready to attack. And obviously, Eric Pascal has been the main one scoring this game with 14 points.
Make it 15. Yep. Game-high honors for either side. No Clipper has double figures.
I think everybody else is locked in saying, we know Steph's going to get double. We have to be ready. Yep. And that's how we help Steph.
Looking for Leonard. Now Damian Lee has Kawhi this trip. Paul George driving. Pascal moved his feet again. He and Draymond have been excellent. Paul George step back. Rebound. That's a tough bounce of the ball there.
That's 2 Warriors. No one gets it.
Kawhi attacking. Draymond's there on the claw. And that mid-range, so lethal.
I was going to say the on-ball defense has been great for the Warriors, but that's just a high release point that no one's getting to.
Oubre got the big shot blocker, and Ibaka beautifully done. Good defense on his part. Paul George in transition, just... Okay, now I don't know if Steve wants to challenge a call here, but he's looking to his bench right now because Paul George just fell down. Pascal moved out of the way, and George tripped himself. So, the Warriors, this may be a challenge when we come back. But Kawhi Leonard, when he gets to the mid-range, you can forget about it.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
As a young man in foster care, I didn't always make the best decisions. I spent almost 9 years in and out of the prison system. Companies really didn't want to take a chance on someone with a history like mine. But I knew construction inside and out. And within 3 to 4 days of searching on Indeed, I was offered the job. I was completely open about where I've been, and they still gave me an opportunity to prove to them that I can make something of myself.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. For police.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX models.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renters insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We were going to stuff Reese's Cups with feathers, and then we were like, wait a minute, pretzels. Yeah, pretzels would be way better. Reese's, now stuffed with pretzels.
Right now, you can get a free breakfast Baconator with any order in the Wendy's app, so you can shake up and wake up your breakfast. We're bringing that big bacon energy all day long, so you can always be baconating with a free breakfast Baconator.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
Tonight after Warrior Outsiders, a new episode of Race in America, a candid conversation. Our friend Monty Poole, joined by NFL.com columnist, our other friend Michael Silver, and the undefeated Jason Reed as they discuss the events that unfolded at the U.S. Capitol Building in D.C. today. That's tonight on NBC Sports Bay Area. Steve Kerr used his challenge here
and the call was confirmed on the floor.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't.
This is.
We got to get back to.
I got to talk to my man Monty McCutcheon because this is not a foul.
We got to get back to making people earn fouls again. Like when I think of someone fouling someone, I think of someone hitting someone, hacking someone, coming up under someone. What do you want Eric Paschal to do there? He's backing up. His hands are straight up. There was no swipe down of the hands, which is something they look for.
He completely retreated. He made no contact, and Paul George tripped himself.
Yeah, that's probably why they called it. It was just like a reaction. They thought maybe he tripped Paul George because it looked like, but he just tripped over his own feet there.
But here's the problem, and this is unfortunate, is so Steve Kerr challenged that. That's not, but I'm saying that's not a hard overturn. Paul George just tripped himself and fell down.
I'm not really sure what. I'd like to hear the explanation for that one.
I don't think you're going to be teaching at a basketball camp with Jim Barnett where you're telling people to drive, trip yourself, and fall down to get to the line. I'm sensing that won't be in your skill set. That's not good. So the free throws made, and Paschal to the bench. See all that attention. Curry got 3 guys on him. One made field goal on 6 shots, and Ibaka just waiting on Oubre. Beautiful block.
Just rotating over. Might have to get a little more crafty or shoot the floater earlier.
Veteran teams try to make a surge at the end of every quarter, and the Clippers are trying to do it right now. Patrick Beverly for 3. Fortunate there.
Good on-ball defense again in the post on Kawhi. They can pass it out.
Wiseman back in. Wiseman hit 2 jumpers early. Wheels on Ibaka. That was way more contact than Paul George just dealt with. I'm glad it was a no call because let these guys play basketball. Kawhi forgot the ball. Steph trying to get something in transition. Oubre, 4 of 6 on threes against Sac, but 0 for 5 on threes tonight. Warriors haven't scored in over 3 minutes.
Okay, you want to handle the frustration and keep working on the defensive end.
Beverly, nice pass inside, and Ibaka able to finish. Dribble penetration, that is always the key.
The 2 defenders went with him, and he was looking to pass out the whole time, I think.
So the Clippers push it to 10. Wiseman and didn't catch it. Yeah, Kawhi knocked it away on the catch that wasn't clean, but Andrew Wiggins carries on.
It's just a high IQ play from Draymond Green. If James Wiseman catches that one, which he normally does, he's got pretty good hands. He would have probably finished it, but heads up play from Andrew Wiggins. There we go.
Oubre knocks it away. Oubre in a foot race. Kelly Oubre is going to win that.
Ooh, kind of tough that one. That was nice.
6-point game inside the final minute here of the second. The Warriors will take that.
That's just that length from Kelly Oubre. Reached in there. Good gamble.
He's moving his feet on Kawhi. That's an offensive foul. Now, Kawhi, as he's gotten older, he shoves off with the free arm to create separation. Now, he's so strong and he's subtle with it that he rarely gets called for. But it's a new little pet move for him.
Yeah, that's the thing. He couldn't get by Andrew Wiggins. Look at the lateral quickness. You got the screen on the other side. A lot of times guys reject the screen to catch you off guard. Not Andrew Wiggins moving his feet.
The line, and Wiseman hammering that, and Draymond threw it perfectly.
Catch radius. Draymond Green loves throwing those lobs. It's going to be happening for a long time.
The Warriors are playing through things and growing up before our eyes here. Leonard missing. Ibaka blocked by Wiseman.
Momentum for the Warriors now.
2 for 1. Steph looking for anything in transition, and Beverly's right in his jersey. Can't quite freeze it out with a 7-second difference here. Draymond setting that screen. See Beverly, such a good defender. Beat him anyway. He hits the 3 after Beverly was draped on him playing great D.
Look at Patrick Beverly's like, yeah, that was a good shot. He got me. Okay, I'll give it up to him. Yeah, he's Steph. Okay.
Great defense, but better offense. That was crazy. Paul George on the kick out. Catches Pete Morris, no. And how about the Warriors finishing the half?
Down by 1.
9-0 run. 9-0 run. It's not the veteran Clippers that close. It's the Dubs that close.
This team competes. Doesn't matter how they shoot. Start off the game, kind of an awkward start for the Warriors, but they keep working on the defensive side. Don't get frustrated. Bad calls here and there. End the half down 1. That's crazy.
Boggs say Molly D. Wright will talk about it. Jack in the Box at the half is straight ahead.
When nacho fries go off the menu, you can't escape the craving.
Maraming salamat sa mga nanonood. No?
You don't consume me!
Mga bagong viewers po, subscribe naman sir. Salamat po. May raffle po after the game po. Thank you.
A stronger, safer community is within reach when Californians join together. Your California Ford dealers have contributed over $15 million to local communities. All across Northern California, we've partnered with Rise Up to rebuild homes and communities destroyed in the fires. You'll also find us in the classroom, preparing middle schoolers for success. When we stand together, a stronger Northern California is just around the corner. Brought to you by your friends, your neighbors, your California Ford dealers.
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your Farmer's Policy perk, new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That is something else.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% in your bill versus the other guys. That's right, iPhone 12 on us. It's time to holiday on with T-Mobile.
New Year's resolutions come and go. So give your business more than resolutions. Give it solutions. From Comcast Business. Work more efficiently with fast internet and advanced Wi-Fi. Make your business safer with powerful cybersecurity solutions. And stay productive with 24/7 support. Make this year's resolution better solutions. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get started with a powerful internet and voice solution for just $64.90 a month. Plus, for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Switch today.
He's got the ball, looking downfield. He's going to have to hurdle the tiny trike. Look at him tiptoe free. Oh, what a spin move. This dad will not be denied his hearty meat and veg. Campbell's Chunky Soup that eats like a meal.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome to Halftime Live, presented by Jack in the Box. And this game started off ugly for the Golden State Warriors in that first quarter. They shot 6 for 24 from the floor, 1 for 10 from the three-point line. Mulder hit their first three, not Steph Curry, but they were only down 6. They down 12 in the second quarter there. And the bench, led by Pascal, and it's 15 points. Riley there, they're only down 1 to the LA Clippers in a very spirited first half, Willie. Pascal, he was phenomenal.
And a tremendous close to the half, a 9-0 run to cut that 12-point lead. And Eric Pascal just picking up where he's left off. He's been the hottest player for the Warriors outside of Steph Curry offensively. And here, beautiful pull-up two. Make the shots that you feel comfortable with. You don't have to shoot threes. He was offensive rebounding, Darrell, getting into the paint. Backup five. He's found his role coming off the bench.
He's definitely found his role. He looks very comfortable coming off that bench, being another scorer. Seeing him getting those putbacks, giving that second unit that energy. Even the starters, giving them a little more rest time. I think they did a great job. Pascal leading, that second unit. So he's doing good.
No doubt, Mully. Good half. If you would tell me Steph Curry had 5 points, they'd be down 3, we'd take it. And And let's see what the second half has.
You have to take it. Pascal now putting his hat into the 6th Man of the Year conversation.
Okay.
I know it's early,
Yes, sir.
but 6 straight double digits.
Put it out there, Bonte. Put it out there, baby.
Pascal, 6th Man of the Year. We're going to start it right here on Halftime Live. Don't forget about the Dove Hub contest. We're doing it on my show tomorrow, the Morning Roast. Kate Scott, Joe Shasky, the Butcher Boy. You can win a spot on the Dove Hub. It's at courtside at Chase Center. My guy, Joe Shasky, the Butcher Boy, is out there. He's got a Jinx. He's sitting courtside. More coming up here at Halftime Live. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Warriors Halftime Live is presented by Jack in the Box. Try the new Cluck Sandwich Combo with a new thicker filet for $5.99. Only at Jack in the Box. Or get it delivered.
It's the brand new chicken dance song. Get down, heat it up like it's on. Spin around one time if you want.
New chicken dance? New chicken sandwich. My juicy, thickest filet yet. My Cluck Sandwich combos. Only at Jack in the Box.
S&G Carpet has offered affordable quality since 1948, growing into one of the largest and best family-owned flooring companies in America, with showrooms featuring Northern California's largest selection of flooring, all backed by S&G's no-surprise guarantee and promise to beat any written estimate by 10%. Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to schedule a free in-home consultation.
S&G, more than carpet, where quality is affordable. Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. Four fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them. Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX models.
Introducing my brand new chicken. Crispy, crunchy breading on my juicy, thickest filet yet. Topped with mystery sauce and pickles on a brioche.
Bonte. I think it was one of those defensive halves. Still guys trying to figure it out. I think the benches of both teams kept those guys in the game, and now it's giving the opportunity for the starters to come back and get things going. Like we see step up.
servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
And 30 feet is still in range.
Where else can a city this loud be this left on?
Where else is history still in the making?
Oh my goodness! Basketball brilliance on display.
For the Clipper lead at 1, our Jack in the Box at the half continues, and we talked about it, Kalena. You get down 10, the Clippers have had the advantage, but then the fourth place of the day were a 9-0 run to end the half, and the Warriors played through a couple bad breaks, and this is growth for this team with a number of people kind of kicking in during this run.
They were the more aggressive team to end that half. They showed me a lot of mental toughness. You mentioned it. A few calls don't go your way. You're tempted to get frustrated. You're not making shots the way you normally do. Look at Steph barking at people. He's got 5 points right now, but he can explode at any time. And you said it. It feels like the Warriors have the momentum going into this third quarter now.
They're in the game because Eric Paschall was magnificent once again off the bench. 6th straight game of double figures off the bench, but it's the efficiency, not just the scoring inside and the rebounding, but that mid-range jumper is nice because the second quarter, both teams showed up to shoot the ball. Neither team making threes, but I think it's because the defense has been great on threes. And we probably should be in a 1-point game, and that's right where we're at.
And an interesting number, too, the 8 turnovers for the Clippers.
Yeah.
This is a team that doesn't turn the ball over. They play really slow. And they scored 8 points off of that. So that's the bench points and then the points off the turnovers.
So look at the leading scorer list in terms of Curry has been bottled up, but Kawhi and Paul George have been bottled up. So great defense and awareness both ways, but I mean, Paul George comes in averaging 25. Kawhi averages 23. You know, and this is really a growth game for the Warriors on both ends of the floor.
9 people with a 7-foot wingspan on the Warriors, the athleticism.
Yeah.
They should be a good defensive team. I think they're realizing that, and they're putting forth the effort on the defensive end to be able to compete on that side. And then it's got to feel really good for Steph to have 5 points and be in this game like this, all the way in this game. And obviously he can explode. He's going to continue to move out the ball with all these double teams they're throwing at him.
So Batum and Ibaka, Patrick Beverly with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George for the Clippers. They open the third, and that is a moving screen. And I like the celebration by Oubre. It's the second offensive foul he's drawn.
You'd never be confused at who has the ball with Kelly Oubre. He's going to make sure you understand which way the ball is going.
Draymond and Wiseman, Steph, Oubre, and Wiggins.
They switched out nicely.
Beverly was waiting. Turnovers each way to begin. PG-13 flipping it up and in and drawing the foul. And Paul George had the shoulder issues a year ago, and he has come back with a vengeance.
So smooth, versatile. Listen, everybody saw the collapse in the bubble, and everybody wanted to know how he would respond. And he has been on one. And there's still people saying, well, hey, listen, we've seen you have this kind of season. We've seen you have an MVP caliber season, but You've left so much to be desired in the playoffs, but that's something he's got to deal with, and he'll get there. But again, playing really well right now, but the Warriors have done a great job against him. He can exploit at any point.
Wiseman with a little escape dribble. Draymond wanted the ball. Oh boy, yeah, that's going to be a discussion with the youngster there. Goes to Draymond and flipped the floor. Beverly, fortunately for the Dubs, is missing threes tonight. He's 0 for 3 from distance.
It's just balance with Wiseman. Like, we can get that shot at any point, but we can get something way better.
Draymond, how about that?
Yeah. Do we like that shot selection a little better than the previous one? Just get to the dunker spot. Draymond's going to draw your defender over Ibaka, throw it up in the air.
So Wiseman, he's got 8.
See Draymond push him out to switch.
PG-13 in the corner to Kawhi. Better look Batum. Close out by Wiseman. Look at the Clippers move the ball with the shot clock at 4. Batum got the corner 3. And Wiseman snatches the rebound.
But look at the Warriors move their feet. The multiple efforts defensively. Closeouts, lateral quickness.
Hey, after the first quarter, this has become a super high-level game. Steph, through the Clipper roster, pulled the string a little short. One thing for Tyronn Lue and the Clips, though, they have controlled the pace and tempo. There's been very little end-to-end action here.
The Warriors wanted to push off the chicken wing. Can we go back to this Wiseman group? You can just throw it anywhere. You can almost throw it above the backboard, but Draymond just catching Batum off guard and spins the other way. Look, Batum was kind of thinking he's just looking to facilitate, looking for the action coming off the other side, wheel action, just spin drive, draw the defense, throw it up.
High on the box. Wiggins knocked it away, created the steal. Here comes Steph in motion. Gray doesn't want that 3, hasn't made him tonight, but he's
step.
Yeah, that backward step is a bad habit.
He knows. Yeah, that first step has to be forward.
He's taking on that challenge on Paul George, getting downhill on Wiseman. And then the foul from behind.
That's that Chauncey Billups, who's one of the assistant coaches on their team now. Come off of that high ball screen. They change the angle to where you can get downhill pretty easy. And Kelly Oubre just trying to recover, trying to keep coming. You like his mentality. Keep coming. Keep running. But then you run straight into his back.
11 years for Paul George. 6-time All-Star. He actually won Most Improved back in 2013. He was a steals champ in 2019. And then just to top it off, he was born in Palmdale, which is where John Wayne was born.
I remember I was rehabbing in LA at this gym, and he walks in, they're playing pickup. It was like 1st to 15. This was like the early Pacer days. He scored every point. I'm watching going, you guys are not going to get one stop? He was a problem back then. He's gotten better and better.
Beverly played that defense, made Steph give it up. Shot clock at 10. Clippers in the half court defensively are really good. Wiggins, that's some foul money right there. Because the Warriors had nothing going that possession. And Wiggins bails him out with a triple. He's 1 of 2 from deep. And Andrew now with 10.
That's a nice luxury. When all else fails, talent wins out.
Paul George quiet in the first half, attacking in the second half. Got his own rebound off the miss. Wiseman's there. Pump fake, and then still able to score.
Well, that's good discipline for Wiseman staying down. A good no call on the first one, but he's just staying aggressive. There's these ups.
Wiseman is open for these dunks. Just throw it somewhere near the rim.
He's looking at George. Good no call, but he just stayed with it. Stayed aggressive. Dribble back out, probing. Maybe 3 seconds in the lane. Did he ever clear?
I tell you, 20 games from now, when they get the lobs to Wiseman down, it's going to be frightening because he is open on that lob all the time. George couldn't finish there, and here comes Beverly. Nice pass to Ibaka. He's sent away up top.
And that's Kelly Oubre who kept coming.
And then Wiggins is fouled as he tried to get out of the pack.
That's the effort, right? If you have this kind of length and you bring effort, you can recover even when you're beaten. Kelly Oubre was the one that got beat off the dribble, but he didn't give up on the play.
Both teams digging in defensively. Steph has seen nothing but white jerseys. Jumper on the way with a deep two.
Every time he scores over Pat Beverly nods his head like, yeah, I know who that is. Okay, I'm just not going to get frustrated. He's going to hit those shots.
Limiting to only 9 shot attempts. Third quarter for Paul George. Curry with a steal. Took it from Beverly on the interchange.
You saw it before Steph did. How about that? Oubrey's always running the floor. He's always ahead of the pack, it seems. Oh, we got him. Look at him smiling.
Yeah. Forces the turnover as the Warriors take their first lead of the night.
He's just like talking to the Clippers bench now, pleading his case. You don't have to explain anything, Kelly Oubre. You got him. Tricked him. But this is Steph locking trail with Patrick Beverly. Caught Patrick Beverly off guard. Didn't think he was going to get through there, and then vision, drive to the left. Kelly Oubre's behind the defense. Steph saw him the whole time.
Kawhi's been a little too much dribbling. And a 2-on-1, and Kawhi is fouled as he was able to rattle that home.
It's okay. I like the effort from Kelly Oubre. But on the other side, you got to be solid on that end. I know you have game if you're Wiseman, and you got handles, and you're trying to show that off. Kelly Oubre keeps coming and almost at least tried to make Leonard miss, but Leonard is so strong.
So Wiseman will sit, and Steve's talking exactly about that.
Yeah. And sometimes you can just move it, right? The way the Warriors offense works, quick decisions really help. And if someone's pounding the ball, dribbling a little too much at times, it can keep problem.
Steph missing there, and it'll still be Warrior ball out of bounds. For Steph, he's looking for any opening because the Clipper whole defensive game plan is just to shackle him.
And it's not surprising.
No, I mean,
you got great on-ball defenders, long defenders.
And this is what elite teams are going to do. They're going to put people on Curry with multiple people waiting in the wings. Other guys in blue have to help out. Oubre looked down. I don't know what the percentage. When you look down and see where the line is, you never make the three. Almost never. Wiggins moved his feet. Kawhi traveled. How about Andrew Wiggins playing the D?
Wiggins is a two-way player. He is a good defender, and he's showing it here. Look at this lateral quickness. The hesitation, Kawhi thought he put a good move on him. And Wiggins wasn't even fooled a little bit.
Steph's got Batum on his switch. It's not Beverly. He doesn't want to give it up. Now he does.
Steph come on the other side.
No, Paul George was ready for it. Paul George and Draymond saved the day.
Good.
He deflected it.
You know what happened on the other side there? What Draymond was looking for? That was the Steph give and go they were looking for. But Draymond was looking for it. Steph was looking for it. Kelly Oubre wasn't. So that's just the chemistry. Kelly Oubre could have stepped in and tried to screen someone for Steph.
1-point game at the half. It's a 2-point game right now. That ball's kicked. Looney, Wiggins, Draymond with Steph and Oubre.
Head into your local Kia dealer today and check out all your favorite cold conquering models.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. So pick up a KFC $20 fill-up today.
Anywhere convenient convenience, everyday security. Bankers here to help for wherever you want to go. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Is Jamie here? It's Sunday. Sunday sing-along.
To drive the most trusted brand in California? Take a test drive at your local dealer today.
The city by the bay with a spectacular look as we bring you inside Chase Center. Clippers up 2. Our Kia give it everything. And the 19-year-old, James Wiseman, I'd say for the second pick in the draft, doing all right 7 games into his rookie year. He's had some growing pains tonight against an elite team in the Clippers.
He's doing great. Here's the floor. But it's just figuring out when to use those weapons. It's almost like a singer, Fitz. Like, you know when a singer's amazing and she's got all the runs in the world? If she's always doing runs, he or she is always doing runs, like, it doesn't sound right. It's about restraint. When do you show the talent, do the runs, and when do you show restraint and just
against an elite team? Wide turn. Blazers at home. They're not being outclassed at all.
Refresh ko lang yung video mga sir. Medyo mabagal. Wait lang sir.
He's hurt a few possessions ago. He's working off of this ball screen. Watch Zubats. Zubats is just going to run away. And Beverly. But you know what? I actually think Zubats made the right decision because this way he just hits a regular open shot. If he runs out there, Steph would have put him in the blender and probably still made the shot. Then he would have had to watch himself on Instagram the entire night just looking crazy.
Wise trying to get to that sweet spot again, but this time Looney was ready. What a beautiful steal, and then Beverly with the foul. So you think about this third quarter. Here's Paul George with 9 and Kawhi with 7. You know, they're going to their elite twosome, and yet they're not gaining much separation. With their 4-point lead, we come upon the 5-minute mark. Wanted to post up Lou Williams. Bringing it into the ball to Bazemore. Wiggins barely had the steal. Frustrating possession for the Dubs. Kick out to Lou Williams. Turnover on one end and a three, and you can tell Steve Kerr was going to take a timeout. He did not appreciate that sequence. So the Clippers push it back up to 7. 4:50 remaining in the third, and you have to be on your game dealing with the Clips.
Go Pro at Subway for double the protein on any footlong or on any new protein bowl. So many ways to go pro at Subway. It's not amateur team, it's protein, baby. Go pro and get double the protein for just $2 more. Subway, eat fresh.
Warriors po. Out among the sheltering pines, wait for me. Far away from everything is where I wanna be.
Discover new lines in the stylish Toyota Highlander and 35 mpg Highlander Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
I Smile Dental. I would like to make an appointment, please. Of course. Have you traveled within the last 14 days, and are you showing symptoms of coughing, difficulty breathing, or fever?
Just for designers. It's for everyone. Canva is a free tool that makes designing anything easy.
When I found Canva, I fell in love with designing. Now we're making more content than ever before.
Start designing for free at canva.com.
This holiday at T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G on every plan. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's the best value in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's largest 5G network. And save 20% per month. It's time to holiday on. It's time for T-Mobile.
Next July, experience an Olympics unlike any other.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Steph Curry had his career high 62 on Sunday. Clippers bottling up a little bit tonight, but you can commemorate that special moment by celebrating the Bay. The Bay jerseys are available at the Warriors shop at Thrive City. Shop.warriors.com.
This has been an ugly quarter. Warriors have 7 turnovers this quarter, and I think the Clippers have 6. So getting back under control here. Clippers have the momentum. It's a good timeout.
Steve Kerr's gone with experienced players here after sitting Wiseman. Wiggins can work on Beverly. Pass to Looney on Zubac. Shot clock down to 5. And Bazemore. That's what an experienced player would do. Shot clock is going down. Nothing going. Let me get into somebody and get a foul. And pick up Zubac's 4.
Attack Zubac. Anytime you can get downhill on him, it's a good screen from Kevon Looney. It's a good attack.
The shooting foul. Trying to set up something for Steph. It's going to be called for offensive foul.
It's funny.
40 feet away from the ball.
It's funny because Draymond was looking for Steph to come off of that, but he had already turned around. He was going to reverse it to the other side. And so this was just an irrelevant play. And that is, I think that's a good call.
I think you used a good word the first time. Irrelevant. If Steph had gone and caught the ball, then maybe. Goes Beverly down the lane, little floater. Big rebound battle out of bounds to the Dubs.
They rotated over and made Patrick Beverly have to shoot that awkward floater.
Clippers half-court defense. We know it's elite. Draymond 3. The Warriors just can't shoot their way out of it, and that LA is by design leaving the right shooters open for them. Marcus Morris dropping in the three.
It's a 6-point swing. This one through on one side, make the three. They're trying to get some separation.
Morris off the bench has been excellent. Williams lost it out of bounds. It's still Warrior ball.
That time the retreat worked in favor of Zubats. You see a lot of times Andrew Wiggins gets downhill, he sidesteps, but there he probably could have just pulled up and shot the mid-range jumper, probably been his best look.
That got Beverly to fly by. Now Curry down the lane, putting it up and out, but he would get to the line.
Smart. Just throw your body into the defender. Morris is down there. Negate his shot blocking ability. That's one thing I've been impressed with Steph. When he's going to the basket, first of all, it's a good decision to go to the basket. Hesitation on Zubats. Zubats leaves his feet, and then Morris has to rotate over. Throw your body in there. That's the craftiness you have to have at his size as a point guard. Remember, one of the best finishers in the league at the point guard position.
Steph, these are his first free throws and actually missed the first free throw. Warriors only 9 of 11 from the line. The Clippers are 17 of 17. Steph 1 out of 2. And tonight it's just a night where you're playing a team that's better than you. They're more experienced. They're deeper. Doesn't mean you can't win. It's just all the little plays, all the little decisions. Steph with the reach-in foul there. The Clippers are going to make less mistakes than you.
Steph hates that so much because that was such a good double team right there in the corner as soon as they cross half court, because you got basically 2 other defenders, the half court line and the sideline, and you just didn't need to foul. You get a little over-aggressive. Let the double team do its work.
This is also just like the Portland game. The first Portland game was ugly. The Warriors learned, played wonderfully in the second game. This game, the Warriors are not at their best. Clippers have a lot to do with that. But you're going to get to play them again and see if you can rectify some of these things. And Marcus Morris, his 12 off the bench, have been a lifeline for the Clippers.
I just didn't plan for that if you're the Warriors. The guy hasn't been playing.
First game of the season. This is wow. Beverly got in front of Draymond.
See, that's the one where
in a big-time collision, and they'll say Beverly jumped in front of him, so the foul on Beverly picks up his third.
I would have actually given that to Beverly. They switched it perfectly. The Warriors were running the flex action. Steph's going to run down here and set a screen. Watch Beverly. He's there. I mean, if they don't like the way he leaned in with the shoulder or something, I don't know, but he was there.
That was a big collision.
We're just trying to be fair here, people.
Absolutely.
We're not. What we were talking about earlier, people saying, "Oh, you sound like homers." No, just go back and watch that play. Show me where the foul was. And this time, Beverly, I felt like he was there.
Hey, Glenn, I'm going to help you.
I am a homer.
I'm just not with that. I know all these guys have known the Warriors for 28 years. I want the Warriors to win.
I know. I'm just talking about like the one play. We're just trying to be fair when it comes to officiating.
You can always be fair. No problem with that. But I prefer the Warriors to win the game. I'm not hiding that from anybody.
I'm the same way, of course. You can hear it when we call it.
Beautiful feed from Lou Williams, finding Zubats up top. The Clippers, after being up 1 at halftime, expanding here. How about Steph finding Looney? Little dot cut there for Gavon.
Steph is so nifty with his passes. Shot fake at the defender. Still
Williams. Missing the layup. The man with more bench points than anyone in the history of the NBA. Bazemore finding Steph. A leaner jumper and up iron there. The back and forth would favor the Dubs. They wouldn't mind doing this, but every time the Clippers then get in the half court, work on those matchups, but Davey Lee takes it from Morris.
He pulled the chair.
Step to Bazemore. So physical. Step down the lane. Better pass. Draymond inside. Lays it in and draws the foul.
Steph making plays. He's not forcing anything. Right? You're not having your normal scoring game if you're Steph, but you're responsible for so much of the Warriors offense. And he's able to get in there, draw Draymond's defender in, and just make the right pass. A little draw and dish. Draymond, a little double pump. It's a good finish. Concentration and one.
This is the big test, or the next couple months test for Steph, is against the elite teams. He's playing their whole roster. Can he facilitate where other guys can kick in and help him? He made the right play there, as he usually does. And Draymond, three-point play. But it's not going to be, because that's an offensive foul on Zubas as Bazemore tried to get over that screen. But it's not going to be a Steph shoot it 35 times when you have three guys guarding you.
Oh, no. Right, and this is the thing. The last two games, they were throwing a lot of bodies at him, too. But some teams are better defensively than others. This is a Clipper team that has length. They have a tough, gritty, scrappy point guard, Patrick Beverly, who loves the challenge, and they got length elsewhere and IQ defensively. The double teams and all that stuff. Clippers can throw 4 or 5 defenders in so many different ways. Lou Williams is the only subpar defender on the floor right now. Curry for 3. Rebound back out to Paul George. Push ahead to Beverly. Beverly attacking, and Ibaka, 37% three-point shooter, and railing that one. It's just smart for Beverly. Drew his defender over to him. Drive it in there, make something happen.
Order for the Clippers, pushing into double figures again. Bazemore catch and shoot.
There you go.
Bazemore came into the game shooting 50% on threes, and he drops in the triple.
It's off another Steph double. He got off of it, though. Didn't hold it too long.
Marcus Morris for 3. Rebound to Bazemore. The Warriors close this quarter. On 7 right now. And push it to Looney. Make it down 5.
They're going to keep playing. These guys are competitive. They have pride. They don't care how they're shooting. They're going to keep playing hard.
Morris at the elbow will face up Pascal here. Paul George working with Ibaka. A little two-man game. PG 13. Tough shot. What a quarter for Paul George. Bottled up in the first half. He's got 16 now in the game. 11 here in the third.
Step off the ball now.
Couple second difference, game shot clock. We'll wind down this third quarter. So the lead was at 1 at the break. Expanded here in the third. Curry will pick up the contact, and Steph to shoot a pair.
Yeah, they were just trying to switch everything. Paul George switches on to Steph, but not all the way ready to play defense.
Steph missed his 1 free throw for the week. So he will go to the line now for free throws 3 and 4. How about the Clippers, 19 of 19. The Warriors are 12 of 15. These are 2 of the better free throwing teams in the NBA.
Well, the Warriors still shoot the most in the NBA.
Steph dropping that in. I want to welcome all the fans joining us tonight from the Dub Hub. Offers an interactive virtual fan experience. Gives you a new perspective on Warrior games at Chase Center. The Dub Hub, all the info at Warriors.com.
We can hear him, too.
Players can hear him. Steph missed a second free throw?
See, you keep jinxing his man. You got to stay away from him.
Lou Williams to end the quarter. Remember, he got the shot off. So a 6-point game. Doable. Playing an elite team like the Clippers. PG 13 gets rolling in that third. LA Elite. Warriors would love to join that level. They're being tested in so many different ways tonight.
You never know when winter's going to rear its icy head. So make sure you're ready with enough all-wheel drive fueled courage to bravely go where others just won't. Head into your local Kia dealer today and check out all your favorite cold conquering models.
First play of lunch. Oh, I gotta see that again. He's looking at not 1, not 2, not 3, but 19 grams of protein per can in chunky chicken noodle. That'll fill him up. Campbell's Chunky. Soup that eats like a meal.
There's only one original stuffed crust, and it's only from Pizza Hut. The only place that gives you up to 3 toppings on your original stuffed crust for just $11.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
For more than 75 years, the Department of Veterans Affairs Home Loan Benefit has helped millions of eligible veterans and service members buy a home. Today, the VA home loan means lower than average interest rates, limited closing costs, and no down payment is required. The VA home loan may save you thousands of dollars. For more information, please contact VA or talk to a lender of your choice. Don't let anyone talk you out of using the benefit you have earned. Choose VA.
We all know making it in the Bay can be hard, but for some it's even more difficult because of the color of their skin, which is why we're featuring the determination and success of black-owned businesses in our own communities.
It was a dream come true until we saw the line around the block and scared us.
It's a good way for us to kind of capture this moment.
You put these characters together, they read love.
It's our job now to say we can do it and we can do it just as good.
To watch these stories, just visit NBCBayArea.com/Making It in the Bay.
It's a fadeaway rainbow 3. Got it! Oh, we hit it!
We still believe, we still believe, we still believe, we still believe.
Warrior fans, with Xfinity Mobile, you can save hundreds on the most reliable network nationwide. Your wireless, your rules only with Xfinity Mobile. Our Toyota game summary through 3, you end up having, kind of an ugly quarter, and yet you're still in the game. Our Chase upcoming schedule, and this is where, I tell you, Coletta, Clipper, Toronto, Indy, Denver, Phoenix, and then the next one is the Lakers in L.A. And these are all upper echelon teams in the NBA.
They're going to be tested.
We're just kind of finding their way with different combinations, different play. Phenomenal against Portland and Sac, and a big throw-up game tonight so far.
See if Eric Pascal gets back to work in this quarter.
Skalani Baca. Wanamaker will back it out with the shot clock at 9. He's more on Lou Williams. That is who they should attack. Perfectly done out of the timeout.
He got a compact crossover, and he's looking at his hand. I don't know if he heard it, but that was a great move.
Was he looking at it just because it was his left?
No, that's what I was thinking at first, because he was holding up his right hand.
Paul George at 11 in that third quarter. That's a soft fadeaway. Tipped up and out by Morris. Ricocheting around, and Pascal comes up with a good job, Damian Lee.
Good defense, Ken Bazemore, that's staying with it on the rebound.
Pascal pulling his way in. He will get himself to the line, but any transition, any semi-break, all favors the guys in blue.
And didn't I just say, get back to work, Eric Pascal? They didn't use him in the third. Anytime you can attack and get an advantage, you felt really good about Luke Kennard on him.
Well, you got good eyes because Bazemore's got a cut on that right hand, and so the 30-second infectious disease control timeout.
I used to hate it when I would get a cut because they always use this automatic scab thing, but it leaves a mark. So it's like if you get it on the face, you don't want them to use that because it won't go away. Yeah, he's looking at it. Ooh, yeah, I see a little blood there.
We tape it up. So Pascal back to the line. Eric Pascal, 15 points in 14 minutes, 6 of 9 from the field.
Automatic scar.
Now, the Warriors' three-point shooting tonight, 6 of 23, okay?
But look at the Clippers.
Exactly, 6 of 24. And so we were wondering after the Portland Sunday game, will the three-point attentive defense continue? And so far, so good, as Pascal makes it a 2-point game with 2 free throws.
Full court press for the Warriors. Get that energy up.
Luke Kennard.
Look, see the closeout? See how fast he closed to the shooter there?
This is kind of that 2-3 zone right now with Pascal in the middle. Lou Williams lost the handle. Pascal diving on the deck and was shoved. He will pick up the foul.
The bench loves it. Clapping it up. multiple efforts. Everybody close out. Everybody knows what the scouting report says. We know Luke Kennard is a shooter. We know Morris is a shooter. And ran Lou Williams off the three-point line. And Eric Haskell is right there
for 17 Clipper turnovers.
They got some momentum here. Steps out of the game, down to 2.
Warriors had a 1-point lead at one point in the game. Clippers are led by as many as 12. Tough step back for Wiggins. He gives the Dubs the lead.
Ibaka switched on to him. Just a little cool step back.
15 for Wiggins on 6 of 9 shooting. And the run continues. Ibaka for 3. Rebound. Haskell just snatching it.
How about this group on the floor?
On both sides. The unit finding themselves a little bit. In the back to Pascal. 3 on the way. Off back iron.
Eric Pascal felt like he had to shoot that one because of the pass.
Lou Williams. Very clever. Tough fadeaway. Pascal stay with the little man. 1 point lead the ball. Now you're buying minutes here for Curry and friends, and Tyronn Lue's doing the same with Kawhi Leonard and George. Ooh, dangerous pass.
Don't call that.
There you go. Catch and shoot to Damian Lee.
Yeah.
He was already running back.
Make him pay for flopping. Guy just falls over. Move it. The defense is compromised.
10 open 3.
Yeah. All the momentum for the Warriors.
Well, when everyone else is struggling shooting threes, this guy came in shooting 50%. And D. Lee drops it in, runs back. Biggest Warrior lead of the night.
It's a brand new chicken dance song. Get down, hit it up like a sauna. Spin around one time if you want.
New chicken dance? New chicken sandwich. My juicy, thickest filet yet. My Cluck Sandwich combos. Only at Jack in the Box.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. 4 fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Current eligible non-GM owners get nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on 2020 Buick Encore GX models.
It's hard work building a successful business. So make sure your payments platform is working just as hard. Adyen opens the door to innovative ways to pay, enhanced customer experiences, and new business opportunities so you can focus on what you do best, growing your business. Stay a step ahead with the payments platform that adapts and evolves with you. Adyen. Business, not boundaries.
Visit Twin Pine Casino and Hotel for the Cold Hard Cash giveaway with cash drawings every Saturday in January. Play your favorite games and you could win a whole lot of cash. Only at Twin Pine Casino and Hotel. Play fun, feel safe.
So, yeah, just a silly mistake. I guess I look pretty ridiculous.
No one looks ridiculous, Bob. Progressive is always here for you with round-the-clock service.
Just so you know, next time you can submit a claim with our mobile app.
Good. Thanks again for rushing over.
Are you kidding? This is what 24/7 protection looks like.
Okay.
You smell like fish.
Sorry.
I was talking to Jamie.
Dub Nation. The wait is over. Warriors basketball is here. Bigger and better than ever. Dubs Talk. Available now wherever you get your podcasts. Part of the NBC Sports Podcast Network.
Introducing my brand new chicken. Crispy, crunchy breading on my juicy, thickest filet yet. Topped with mystery sauce and pickles on a brioche bun. My Cluck Sandwich combos. Only at Jack in the Box.
Our Buick drive to the game was part of that Warrior 9-0 run to close the first half and let the Clippers know that the Dubs would be here all night. Every time L.A. builds a double-digit advantage, the Warriors have had an answer. And Kelly Oubre with our Buick drive to the game.
Tough it and spike it.
The Warriors have come from 12 down to lead by 4 here.
They're just a more aggressive active team on defense. Look, a little full court pressure again. 2-2-1. Zone again.
Yeah, the 2-2-1 press, the UCLA, John Wooden press, and then drop into the 2-3. How about that?
Yeah. Trying to screen the zone.
Morrison, Paul George, Lou Williams, Kennard, and Ibaka. Shot clock down to 3. PG-13 to getting to Ibaka. And the Warriors come up with another stop, and Damian Lee the rebound.
You can tell the Clippers are struggling against that zone. They haven't gone over their zone offense in a while, it looks like.
The Warriors keep finding offense with this second unit. Pascal's been good. Damian Lee hitting that 3. Andrew Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Give it to Pascal inside. Nifty finish.
Just a quick roll of the basket, double pump. He explodes so fast. He gets elevation so quick. Doesn't make any sense.
He's got 19 on 7 of 11 shooting. Paul George, wing 3, perfect. PG-13, 49% on threes coming in. That's his first triple tonight. He's been the guy for him. Interchange with Wiggins. He's got Kennard. Takes him in all the way in. The pass and the kick out. Pascal 3. And like I said,
I've hung a little too long.
Yeah. For Pascal, the twos are great.
This is just a good decision from Kent Bazemore, and they tried to collapse on him, but Pascal's just too quick, exploding the basket, shot fake. Damian Lee leaves his feet. Andrew Wiggins stunts and left Paul George for a split second. That's all Paul needed. Warriors still got the lead, though. Up 3.
So far, so good in terms of can you be competitive against elite teams? More than good. Pascal launches another 3. Well defended that time. Big rebound. And how about Bazemore boxed out Ibaka?
That's all you can ask for if you're Pascal. Good box out, like you said.
Clear aside. This is Wiggins on Kawhi now. Step back jumper. Oh, okay, Wiggins.
Yeah, the clock got nothing on me here, Andrew Wiggins says.
Wiggins 7 of 10. He's got 17.
Tom took his time there.
Ibaka rolling. Better pass to Kennard. Corner 3 is good. So the Clippers, well done there.
Good ball movement.
Long way to go with 7:20 left. Warriors are playing head up against one of the real elite teams in the league. Bazemore going to get a running start on Ibaka. Shot clock at 7.
Ibaka just grabbed Damian Lee. That's kind of weird. Wiggins is working. I just love his mentality. Really, he's aggressive all the time. But when Steph's not on the floor, Kawhi Leonard's on him. That's a great defender. Takes his time, gets his separation. Then Luke Kennard, this is just great ball movement. The ball's going to move faster than the Warriors can close out.
Third foul on Ibaka. Yeah, that's a foul on Paul George.
Not ready to defend. Paul George comes out there, just caught him off guard, caught him sleeping for a split second.
Think about this, Kay. 14 fouls on the Clippers with 7:03 left in the game. None on the Warriors. Now, Paul George also has 4 personals, but you want to keep attacking and get into the bonus the rest of the game. Wiggins, they kind of bounced off his leg. And Pascal couldn't quite finish his pocket. Good defense. 2-point game. The Warriors get into the bonus early. Leonard Ibaka. Pascal switches onto him. Kawhi, that foul line jump never misses. That mid-range is lethal.
It's a hard drive and stop on a dime. The defender not going to stay with him. His momentum's taken him out of bounds.
5:15. Paul George 19. Bazemore with Damian Lee. High pass to Wanamaker. Saved the turnover. Shot clock at 5. Wanamaker's got to make something out of nothing here. D-Lee around Paul George to the lane to lay it up and out. Beautiful drive, but no finish. Steph is at the scorer's table. Kawhi Leonard push shot. Kawhi had 30 last night against the Spurs. Back-to-back baskets there. A 10-2 Clipper run, and LA retakes the lead. Steph will re-enter the fray, and the Warriors are in it.
You can't escape the craving.
You don't get to me. I get down.
Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We all know making it in the Bay can be hard, but for some it's even more difficult because of the color of their skin, which is why we're featuring the determination and success of black-owned businesses in our own communities. Just visit NBCBayArea.com/makingitinthe-Bay.
The 41st pick in the draft a year ago, first team all-rookie, and has found the absolute small ball center role. Eric Pascal with 19 tonight, the 6th straight game in double-figure scoring off the bench. And there's nothing small about Eric Pascal. He is just spectacular. In the lane, at the line, mid-range jumper, and earning this fourth quarter playing time. It's Pascal and Draymond with Oubre, Damian Lee, and Steph Curry.
You can put him almost anywhere on the floor offensively, and he can be effective. Pick and rolls, his ISO game is on point, and that free throw mid-range jumper. Paul George and Kawhi with Ibaka, Luke Kennard, and Marcus Morris. Steph got the rest half the quarter. The Warriors are right in the game, down only 2. Knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Warrior ball with 8 to shoot. There was some interesting movement there on the top. They're trying to figure it out. A little wheel action. Steph and his brother-in-law trying to work together. Tell you what, Ibaka is tough to deal with. Excellent defender, as are George and Kawhi. Shot clock at 5. D-Lee checked it. Pascal going to work on Ibaka. Rise for that mid-range. And Ibaka contested that beautifully. Yeah, the shot clock was almost another defender. And Ibaka runs the floor. Morris catch and shoot. Rebound Damian Lee. What a good job Damian Lee's done on the glass tonight. Steph knows Beverly's not in the game, so he's just trying to go at anybody. Curry down the lane around Kennard to lay it in. Saw he was going. He didn't like what he had. Backed it out. Took his time. Then just yanked Morris. Monster crossover. Got him all the way to the paint. The defense is lifted. No one can help. It's got a 5-minute ball game here. You saw the Warriors play Brooklyn and Milwaukee. You didn't think they could play with a team like the Clippers. Oh! Ouch. I hope everybody's all right there. Draymond went to grab, and he and Kawhi both spilled. Yeah, Draymond, we're talking about it. He wasn't... I think he almost surprised himself that he got him that hard. That's dangerous. That's an ugly foul, and was dangerous.
Take a look to see if you meet the criteria for a flagrant foul.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a flagrant foul.
Well, again, the criteria of flagrant one, unnecessary contact. And when a player's elevated like that, to grab, to whack him on the arm so it doesn't make the shot is one thing. To grab and hold on can be really dangerous.
You know what? The funny thing is there, if Kawhi would have just released his right arm and not held it up in the air, because Draymond was just trying to grab the arm, and he thought he was just going to let his arm go, but Kawhi just, with how strong he was, he kept it up in the air almost like he was trying to go two-handed, and Kawhi didn't accept that he was going to have to go one. Yeah, but that looked
ruling on the floor is a flagrant one.
That's going to be a flagrant one, as it should be, and that will be free throws plus possession. Yeah, if Draymond just whacks him on the arm, it's a foul, but you can't, guys land so awkwardly if that happened. I mean, that's just you're just happy that Draymond's okay and that Kawhi's okay, because that was a weird, awkward fall for both of them.
Yeah, you saw Draymond bounce up immediately. He's like, wait a minute, I wasn't trying to do all that. That's my bad.
Yeah, but the flagrant one, unnecessary contact. Yeah, unnecessary to hook and hold on to somebody. Same two teams Friday. Pretty compelling playing the Clippers, Glenn. I'm liking it.
Super compelling. Both teams have really had a tough shooting night from behind the three-point line, but the Warriors have brought the effort defensively. The intensity's been there. Now it's about closing. Who can close? Both teams have closers.
Kawhi with 19. Paul George with 19. Wiggins 17. Pascal's 19. Curry's 13. To face the Dubs.
Who can execute down the stretch? This is a big possession here. You've already got the 2 free throws, and it's going to make it a 4 or 5 point possession.
Free throws down. Kawhi driving again. Wiseman's there. He commits the foul.
See that coverage when they slip that ball screen. You have to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Are you switching? Are you double teaming? Are you staying home? There they could have switched it. And that time 2 defenders almost went with the slipper.
82% free thrower.
Maybe someone to stay with the ball.
Tonight the Warriors are wearing the City Classic Edition jerseys for the first time this year. You can support the Dubs in style. These City jerseys and apparel available at the Warriors shop at Thrive City. Shop.warriors.com.
Those are tough because the screen never happened, and you're anticipating the screen to happen. So if you're on the ball, you're forced him towards the screen. No screen happens, so you basically just given him a lane to the basket as the screener's defender left because, well, he's just chasing his own man.
So Wiseman, this is a big grow-up game here. We're going to say that a lot this year for the youngster. It's a 4-point game. You're playing the Clips. Curry, right back to him. Perfectly done.
He throws it exactly the right time. Had to get around his 2 defenders to find that lane. And James Wiseman is ready.
Back to a 2-point game. Beverly working on Curry. Now Kawhi. 4 straight free throws. Gives it up this time to Paul George. Down the lane. Wiseman's there. Dropped it to Ibaka. Had to give it up to Beverly all day to set his feet. At 53% on threes. He's not missing that one. Beverly's second made field goal. And a 14-4 run for LA. Oh, step.
Lost
his footing. Draymond threw right back to him. He's double teamed right now. Shot clock at 5. Damian Lee comes to escape. And Lee on the kick out. Now to Oubre at 1. Little floater is in. Very patient, but they come up with a bucket. Every possession starts with Kawhi or Paul George. And it's Batum, corner. You got an idea there. Beverly makes 1 3, Batum makes the other 3. You're watching the Clippers finishing unit here.
Draymond tried to come from his blind side. Kawhi outsmarted him, saw him.
Now he's got Beverly who's going to walk him into the lane. Ely and Oubre, a little miscommunication.
Can't let him get some separation. Watch Draymond. He's going to try to catch Kawhi Leonard off guard, but as soon as he comes, Kawhi turns right around and finds his man.
And Kawhi, 4 assists. Tyronn Lue, you put it in Kawhi's hand. If he can do it himself, he does. If you come to him, he finds a shooter. They trail 2 threes. Wiggins playing good D. Kawhi down the lane again, this time back out to Batum, and the same result. 3 huge threes by the Clippers down the stretch.
That might have been kind of overhelp there for Draymond. I normally don't say that about him because he's so good on that side.
Steph didn't lose his balance. Couldn't quite bank that home. So we were tied at 97, and the Clippers have hit 3 straight threes. A good word, Glenn. Execution here the final 4 minutes.
Yeah, the Clippers are really executing.
And Paul George down the lane. He went to send it home and was fouled in the process. Now one streak is going to end for LA.
20, up 20, down 20.
They will not lead by 20 nor trail by 20 as they have in every other game this year.
It's so crazy, but it's been a wacky year. Paul George. This is just like you only live once drive. He just sold out and just took off from deep. He was never going to get there, I don't think, but he got rewarded with a foul. Paul George, free throws 8 and 9. And the foul line has been wonderful for the Clippers. 23 of 23. Warriors have made only 15 free throws.
It's just been so solid. They've got 18 turnovers on the night, but this last 5 minutes or so, it's been a different story execution-wise.
Take the Warriors on the go. Stream the games on the NBCSportsBayArea.com or the My Teams app. Brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers. Same two teams on Friday. The Clippers, his closing run here. We were tied at 97, 11-0 run by LA. Always need points, and they need them in a hurry. Steph Curry for 3. Follow his own shot, and he gets it. Curry inside, corkscrewed the body and couldn't finish there. They have bottled up Steph to a 5 of 16 night.
2 minutes remaining.
Now George, he will stop, pull it back, missed the jumper. Ibaka kept it alive, but a foul on the rebound. This will go on the Dubs. You know when that's an odd rebounding foul? When all of the other Clippers are walking to the other end of the court. Sometimes if it's a tough call, just wait. The players will let you know. Oubre and Wiggins have done a good job on Kawhi and George. They're just that good. And he just forced them into an air ball.
He didn't get any separation there against, oh man, I think he may have got a piece of that.
They're going to say Oubre did touch it, that's why it was an air ball.
That stinks.
There's only one to shoot, though.
Great defense, and then it just goes straight out of bounds.
Now it's under 2 minutes, so they're going to go to replay here to see with 1.5 to shoot, did Kelly Oubre touch
when
that?
reviewed out of bounds, it's White's ball at this point.
On the floor is Los Angeles ball.
That's a good use of the replay. Tough to see. Did you get a fingernail on it? Get a finger on it? Kelly knows,
probably
by
did.
The way.
Yeah, his length. We talked about his wingspan, his ability to defend. He was right there. No, he got him on the hand. Didn't get the ball, so you can't go back and say we fouled him.
Yeah, so I think this will be Warrior ball, as you mentioned perfectly, Kalena. And they'll figure out the time remaining here.
For that snake bite.
Yeah, for the Dubs, you know, you got a really good game from Wiggins, really good game from Pascal. And you credit the Clippers for really...
Call is overturned. It will be Golden State ball. Set the game clock to 136, shot clock to 24.
Thank you, Sean Wright.
Nice, just like he practiced in the mirror.
But for Steph, he did a lot of good things against, 3-4 bodies all the time. But if you're Tyronn Lue, you forced Curry 5 of 17, 1 of 6 on threes, and they played good free throw defense because Steph is 2 of 4.
Yeah, the Warriors just weren't able to get quality looks down the stretch, and you said it, what they did with Curry, double teams, but then rotating out of it, making sure others have a tough time.
Well, the difference in the game is going to be the Clippers were 6 of 24 on threes. They made 5 of their last 9, and that's why they have the lead.
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your Farmers Policy Perk new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That is something else.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them with Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. Nothing beats this classic. Grab it now in Wendy's Super Box. You never know when winter's going to rear its icy head. So make sure you're ready with enough all-wheel drive fueled courage to bravely go where others just won't.
Draymond inbounding to Wiggins. Warriors have been bottled up after tying the game. He's on Terrence Mann. Wiggins 19 on 8 of 11 shooting.
Low key, he's got a filthy step back. Maybe not low key, high key.
Tyronn Lue is going to take a timeout. Andrew Wiggins. Excellent. But a lot of work to do with the Dubs down 9.
S&G Carpet has offered affordable quality since 1948, growing into one of the largest and best family-owned flooring companies in America, with showrooms featuring Northern California's largest selection of flooring, all backed by S&G's no-surprise guarantee and promise to beat any written estimate by 10%. Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to schedule a free in-home consultation.
S&G, more than carpet, where quality is affordable.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. Get KFC tonight with free delivery.
We were tied with 5:18 left. I even said it's a 5-minute game. And the Clippers executed, making 5 of their last 9 threes. A 9-point lead now with 1:27. And Batum to inbound. Now George doubled in the corner here. Oubre knocked it away, but went right to Batum. And then Kawhi down the lane, knocked out of bounds. It will be Clipper ball.
Can you just review this one? Under 2 minutes. Kent Bazemore thinks it went off of him.
Got to review it. Yeah, Draymond, you can see him bouncing around.
They saw the monster big screen at Chase Center. Like, wait a minute, review this.
The video board at Chase Center is so big that everybody, including the officials, can just take a peek up. And if this is reviewed, Kawhi just touched it last.
Man, you talk about precision. That was a great double team. Probably
second quarter out of bounds. The ruling on the floor is white ball right now.
Oh, that's clearly off of Kawhi.
That's again, the officials they want to get 90% of the calls right. You got to remember, these are the best officials in the world because college basketball, Olympic officiating, they're the best. But this is not an easy game to officiate. And so the replay is good because you know who wants to get the call right? Leroy, Nick, and Sean.
It's Golden State ball, and he's a clock average.
And so that's why replay is there, right there. Quick review, it's Warrior ball. But to miss that live it's hard.
Especially when you get a huge strip.
Exactly.
Kent Bazemore just looks like it probably went off of him. That's probably the safe bet.
Right. You watch a replay, say, wait a minute. Hey, you try doing this live with the greatest athletes in the world going 100 miles an hour. It's not easy.
Replay is here to help. Get something good here.
You need threes. You're down 9 with 1:10 left. You put Paul George on Curry. Now Batum switches on. Wiggins got a good look at a three and pulled the string short. Andrew had been so good, 8 of 11 shooting and 2 of 3 on threes. And misfiring there.
Warriors are going to try to force another turnover.
Wanamaker is coming in, as is Damian Lee. So Steve Kerr, little offense-defense substitutions.
Well, they're going to play this thing all the way out. They're saying this.
Well, the Warriors, if you think about it, they had the one nail-biter against Chicago. Then the Pistons game got down to 5. Other than that, it's been all blowouts either way. So Steph will come out here.
He's kind of running a little bit funny there. I don't want to start something.
He's taken a lot of punishment and is going to take a lot of punishment all year.
I'm sure he's good. Probably just a little bruised up, picked up.
Final minute here. Oubre hounding. Beverly went for the steal. Kawhi just checked that shot clock. Up 9. They're using the clock. Under 10 now to shoot. Beverly gets Wiggins on a switch. Down to 3. Yeah, I mean, Wiggins, he saw the shot clock the other way, too. Bazemore 3 in transition. And that will be the difference between winning a game like this, is the Warriors are 8 of 30 on threes after going 23 of 43 against Sacramento.
Well, this is the second best three-point shooting team in the league, percentage-wise, when it comes to the Clippers. So you had to realize they're probably going to start making them at some point.
They'll take the shot clock violation. But for the Clippers, you can see why they're going to be around when it matters. They've got veterans. They know how to execute. But for the Warriors, when you're tied with 5 minutes left and you didn't even play your best game, final 3 seconds here, and Bazemore will shoot it, and that will be the final score. 108-101. So Steph, he saw the whole Clipper roster coming after him tonight. Warriors shot it at 45%, but did not make enough threes. And L.A. 108-101 ends up being the final for Coletta. Bob Fitz saying so long. Warrior postgame live with Bonte Hill, Chris Mullen, and Darrell Wright is coming up. Follow these messages.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's right.